have to find a way to get a win today in order to force a Game 3 tomorrow at some time. And so tonight the Padres will send Dylan Cease out to the mound, and certainly has had his up and downs, but you could throw all that out the window. Tonight they need a good start for him to keep this ball game going so this offense has a shot.
Dylan Cease, who once upon a time was drafted by the Chicago Cubs. They traded him to the White Sox when he was still a minor leaguer, a guy who has always pitched well in this building. He's pitched well against the Cubs generally over the course of his career, both as a White Sox and as a Padre. We'll see if any of that helps him out here today because, as you said, it's been a very uneven year.
It has, and a lot of times you could throw history out the window because it all changes once the postseason comes. But there is something to be said.
You're tuned to an Odyssey station that is airing a Major League Baseball game. Due to league restrictions, you're not in an area where this game is available. This station will return to regular programming once the game has concluded. You're tuned to an Odyssey station that is airing a Major League Baseball game. Due to league restrictions, you're not in an area where this game is available. This station will return to regular programming once the game has concluded. You're tuned to an Odyssey station that is airing a Major League Baseball game. Due to league restrictions, you're not in an area where this game is available. This station will return to regular programming once the game has concluded. You're tuned to an Odyssey station that is airing a Major League Baseball game. Due to league restrictions, you're not in an area where this game is available. This station will return to regular programming once the game has concluded. You're tuned to an Odyssey station that is airing a Major League Baseball game. Due to league restrictions, you're not in an area where this game is available. This station will return to regular programming once the game has concluded. You're tuned to an Odyssey station that is airing a Major League Baseball game. Due to league restrictions, you're not in an area where this game is available. This station will return to regular programming once the game has concluded. You're tuned to an Odyssey station that is airing a Major League Baseball game. Due to league restrictions, you're not in an area where this game is available. This station will return to regular programming once the game has concluded. You're tuned to an Odyssey station that is airing a Major League Baseball game.
America. And now, here's the Hall of Famer, Pat Hughes, and All-Star Ron Coomer with the Cubs versus Padres in Game 2 of the National League Wild Card Series.
Chicago Cubs baseball is on the air from Wrigley Field in Chicago. It's Game 2 of this best-of-3 National League Wild Card Series between the Chicago Cubs and the San Diego Padres. Good afternoon, everybody. Along with former Cub and All-Star Ron Coomer, it's Pat Hughes reporting. Zach Zaidman working alongside. Our engineer is Paul Zarang. We all thank you for joining us. Another sellout crowd. The Cubs winning an exhilarating 3-1 ball game yesterday in the opener of the win the series with a victory over the Padres. The starting pitchers are going to be Andrew Kittredge, only expected to work an inning, possibly two, but no more than that. He'll go for the Cubs. Right-hander Dylan Cease, a former Cubs farmhand, will start for San Diego. It's warm, not quite as hot as it was yesterday, but it's a lovely day. 73 degrees at Wrigley Field. Game time temperature sponsored by Four Seasons Heating, Air Conditioning, Plumbing, and Electric. Your trusted local experts, Four Seasons. The umpires right now are going over the ground rules and having the daily exchange of lineup cards. Starting lineups are sponsored by Verizon, the most reliable 5G in Chicago. Here are the starting nines. For the visitors from Southern California, Fernando Tatis Jr. in right field. San Diego's first baseman bats second, and that's Luis Arraez. Manny Machado batting third and playing third. Jackson Merrill, the cleanup man, in center. Xander Bogaerts bats fifth and plays shortstop. Ryan O'Hearn, the designated hitter. Gavin Sheets batting seventh and left. Jake Cronenworth plays second base. And batting ninth, the catcher, Freddy Fermin. Those are the Padres. Here are the Cubs. As a sellout crowd, you can almost hear them buzzing in the background. It was an amazing crowd yesterday. Michael Busch will lead off at first. Nico Hoerner batting second and playing second. Ian Happ in left field. Kyle Tucker, the Cubs' designated hitter. Kyle batting cleanup. Seiya Suzuki in right field. Carson Kelly to bat sixth. Kelly will do the Cubs catching. Pete Crow Armstrong in center. Dansby Swanson at short. And batting ninth, the rookie third baseman, Matt Shaw. It's a sellout. The lights have been turned on. We are ready for game 2. Back to get it started. The Cubs and the Padres right after this on The Score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
This is Chicago Cubs baseball with Pat Hughes and Ron Coomer on the Cubs Radio Network.
1877 Cars for Kids. K-A-R-S Cars for Kids. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS.
Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
Morning, Zoe. Got donuts.
Jeff Bridges, why are you still living above our garage?
Well, I dig the mattress, and I want to be in a T-Mobile commercial like you. Teach me, Saldana.
Oh, no, I'm not really prepared. I couldn't possibly. At T-Mobile, get the new iPhone 17 Pro. On them, it's designed to be the most powerful iPhone yet and has the ultimate Pro camera system.
Wow, impressive. Let me try. T-Mobile is the best place to get iPhone 17 Pro because they've got the best network.
Nice, Jeffrey.
You heard them. T-Mobile is the best place to get the new iPhone 17 Pro on us with eligible trade-in in any condition.
So, what are we having for lunch?
Dude, my work here is done.
The 24-monthly bill credit is on experience beyond for well-qualified customers plus tax and $35 device connection charge. Credits ended, balance due if you pay off earlier. Cancel. Finance agreement iPhone 17 Pro, 256 gigs, $1,099.99 and new line minimum $100 plus a month plan with auto pay plus taxes and fees required. Best mobile network in the U.S. based on analysis by Ookla Speed Test Intelligence data 1/8/2025. Visit T-Mobile.com.
This Bud's for you, Chicago. For every home run, every seventh inning stretch, and every fan in the stands. Budweiser, proud partner of the Chicago Cubs. Enjoy responsibly.
It's game time. That makes it a perfect time for a flight by England. At just 2.6 carbs, 95 calories, and packed with flavor, Flight is the next generation of light beer from the oldest brewery in America. Look for Flight wherever you may buy beer. You couldn't ask for a better ball game yesterday, partner, and it turned out to be as good as it gets. And you listen, as you were just talking in the open about the crowd yesterday, they've come to play again today.
They give the Cubs a standing ovation as they take the field defensively. Ron, you and I work here 81 games every year, and I've been doing it for many, many years, and so have you. So it's nothing new to say it's a great crowd at Wrigley. But yesterday's audience was really something special. Just a little more dramatic, a little more intense, and just a little louder.
I couldn't agree more. And, you know, the last time the Cubs, you know, it's been a long time since they had fans here for playoff games, and I believe this crowd is ready again today. They missed this, and they are ready for it.
Cubs are on the field defensively, wearing their bright white uniforms with blue pinstripes all over, dark blue hats, numbers, sleeves, and socks. Most of the Cubs wear white shoes. The Padres occupying the first base dugout. They've got their brown shirts and trousers, dark brown numbers trimmed in gold on their backs, brown hats, helmets, sleeves, and socks. And they also have a variety of shoe colors. Uniform description sponsored by Benjamin Moore. On the field or the walls of your home, the right team and colors make all the difference. Official paint of the Chicago Cubs, Benjamin Moore. And we thank all of our great sponsors on Cubs Radio all season long. Great to have all of you with us in the postseason. The throw goes down to second. Many of the fans yesterday, Ron, I don't think some of the fans sat down for the entire 9 innings.
I would agree. It was special, but that was the ball game too. The ball game was every pitch had meaning. The game was close from pitch one till the final pitch of the game. When you have playoff games like that, they're special, and the fans know it.
Andrew Kittredge on the mound. He is ready to throw the game's first pitch to Fernando Tatis Jr. From the stretch, here it comes. First pitch, swung on and missed, and away we go. Tatis 0 for 4 in yesterday's series opener. Cubs trying to win their first postseason playoff series since the NLDS back in 2017 against Washington. Here's a pitch outside, 1-1. Tatis has power, 25 home runs, slightly open stance. His father played big league ball. Here's a little liner into center field, a base hit. Tatis a single into center. And the Padres, who scored first yesterday, have the leadoff man on here in the first, and the batter is Luis Arraez.
A little two-seamer running in on Tatis. It's elevated a little bit. And because it was elevated, he just drops the head of the bat down. Didn't hit it real hard, but just kind of fists this ball out towards center field for a base knock.
Arraez, a left-handed batter, nothing for 4 yesterday. And the ball bunted foul. Arraez tried to push that toward third, almost like he was bunting for a base hit, even though Shaw was in shallow, Ron.
He's bunting for a base hit, and because he's a good bunter, sometimes I wonder if he was trying to bunt that ball between Shaw and Kittredge towards the shortstop position, because he really jabbed at it hard.
Tatis has a good lead. He likes to run. There he goes. The pitch fouled away. Tatis had 32 steals during the regular season. He was caught 7 times. And he was off and running that time. Now the count is 0-2. Is he going again?
I think if he gets, they're going to push the envelope today. I think if he gets a jump, he's going to go.
Beautiful green ivy on the outfield walls all the way around. The bearded right-hander Kittredge ready to work. Tatis leading at first. Not going. The pitch, line drive, base hit, right center. And Tatis will stop at second. So each of the first 2 Padres get base hits against Andrew Kittredge. And it brings up Manny Machado, their big slugger, who belted 27 home runs during the season.
Now, yesterday, Arraez hit 3 balls on the button, but no luck. He got the balls elevated, which usually he hits the line drive. But today, a line drive to right center. Speed Gun is always powered by Xfinity, your hometown advantage. Brought to you by Xfinity. All your favorite teams, all in one place.
Machado had a quiet series opener, going 0 for 3. He did draw a walk. Wide open stance. And he'll swing and chop it foul.
Here's where that sinker will come into play from Kittredge. You'd love to get that two-seamer working well and get the ground ball from Machado. The ground ball to Dansby or Shaw. Machado is a guy, he's going to get the head of the bat out in front of home plate into that contact area for power.
Here comes the 0-1. Sinker low and in. Machado has his left heel over near the restraining line of the batter's box, and then he steps toward the pitcher with that left foot as the pitch comes in. Bright white batting gloves for Manny Machado. Here comes the 1-1. No score, first inning. Machado, a check swing. It's down low, 2-1.
Steady diet of sinkers to Machado, and Cubs looking Kittredge to do just what we were talking about. Throw that sinker and see if he can pound it into the ground to the left side of the infield.
Now the 2-1 pitch. A swing and a smash foul down the left field line, 2-2. Kittredge, part of the Cubs bullpen that played a big role in yesterday's game. The Cubs bullpen collectively recorded 14 straight outs in the victory. Now the fans making noise. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Breaking ball got him. Machado might have chased a pitch that broke off the outside edge. It's out number 1.
Well, we talked about the steady diet of two-seamers running in on him. In. He hooked that last one foul and hit a bullet and got way out to that one. That set up the slider perfectly. Looked like Kittredge took a little bit off that last breaking ball to get the punch out.
Jackson Merrill, left-handed batting center fielder, steps in. No score, top of the first. Padres at first and second with 1 down. Kittredge fires. Swing and a miss. The stands full of white and blue shirts. In fact, that is not only the predominant color scheme, it's the only scheme. Here's the 0-1 pitch, fouled away off to the left, out of play. Blue and white, that's what I'm seeing, Ron.
We got the memo.
Now it's 0-2. The crowd already making their presence felt. They're standing. Top of the first inning. The 0-2. Down low for a ball. These two teams split their regular season series right down the middle, each team with 3 wins. All of the games were in April. Some 5.5 months ago, they were done with their regular season activity. Kittredge bluffing a move towards second. Kittredge sports a red glove on that left hand, bearded veteran right-hander. Now the 1-2 pitch, swing and a foul back. He just did make contact. Kittredge has been around. He's in his 9th big league season. It's only his 16th career start. He's been with Tampa for about 7 years, then the Cardinals last year, and this season with Baltimore and the Cubs. The runners go, the pitch high, and it's a double steal. A double steal. Tatis swiping third, Arraez going to second. It looked like Kelly wanted to throw to third, Ron, but may not have had a great grip on the ball and decided not to throw.
Yeah, and I don't know if it's just a good decision to hold the ball. I think Tatis, from the pitch before, had things timed pretty well, got a good jump.
Here's a drive into deep right field. Back goes Suzuki. He'll make the catch, but a run is going to score on the sacrifice fly, and the Padres lead 1-0. Jackson Merrill gets the run batted in. San Diego leads 1-0. And going to third on the play, Luis Arraez. 2 down, a run in, and the batter's Xander Bogaerts.
Well, we talked about it right away when Tatis got to first. They said they're going to push the envelope here a little bit. This is an elimination game for San Diego, so they're going to pull out all the stops and try to do everything they can. Tatis taking third base has turned out to be a big play here in the first inning.
And now the pitch to Bogaerts is outside for a ball. Bogaerts drove in the only Padre run yesterday with a double in the second inning. Kittredge trying to limit the damage to 1 run. Here comes the 1-0. Bogaerts pulls it foul over the Cubs dugout. Look out. That hit the netting just above the Cubs third base dugout. So glad they put those nets up there to protect the fans. That would have been a tough one to handle. Now bluffing down the line, Arraez, the 1-1 pitch. Line toward left, coming in as Ian Happ makes the catch. And that ends the inning. Bogaerts hit it hard, but right to the left fielder. Padres get a run on 2 hits. They had the double steal and a sac fly by Merrill, and at the end of a half inning, Padres won. Cubs coming up. This is The Score in the Southwest Airlines Cubs radio.
Hey, Hollis, go get your brother Hezron and your sister Huggins. We're going to J&K's Mega Pet. Okay, Hezzy and Huggy, what do you think of all the dog food choices? Take it from Hollis, Hezzy, and Huggy. J&K's Mega Pet in the Wabash Crossing Shopping Center.
Let's root for the Cubbies. If they don't win, it's a shame. For auto, home, business, and life, trust the Baker Insurance name.
Hi, this is Susan Baker. See us at yellowbook.com. Baker Insurance.
This is Chad Maple from Grandstaff Henkin Funeral Service. Let's take care of the details now so your family doesn't need to later. Call us or come visit us at Manchester Avenue in Wabash and Main Street in North Manchester. Or you can visit our website at grandstaff-henkin.com.
Do you have a need for millwright work? Not all millwright services are the same. Millwright Solutions LLC should be your first choice for fabrication, industrial maintenance, millwright services, grain systems, tanks, ductwork, stacks, conveyor systems, buildings, and installation systems. Millwright Solutions LLC.
Hi, this is Will Weiner for Reddix Industrial Supply in Wabash. Does your job site require corrosion-resistant material? We have a huge selection of stainless steel fittings, fasteners, and pipe. That's Reddix Industrial Supply in Wabash, proud supporter of high school sports.
Bricks Auto in Wabash knows how Big a Bite collision repair can cost both your wallet and your time. We will get you in fast and save you some cash on that deductible. Out of town? No worries. Bricks Auto will tow your vehicle to our shop, repair it, and bring it back to you at no charge.
Do you have a pile of batteries sitting on your counter? What about those chemicals under your sink no one has used in months? Bring it all to the Wabash County Solid Waste Management District. Located at 1101 Manchester Avenue, we are here to help Wabash County residents with all of your hazardous waste problems.
You're listening to Chicago Cubs baseball on 101.9 Rocks.
Traded to the White Sox in the Jose Quintana trade many years ago. He did not have a great regular season with San Diego this year. He was 8-12, his ERA 4.55, and in his postseason run, he has really struggled. He is 0-1, and his ERA over 12 in postseason play. Let's see if the Cubs can get to him today as Michael Busch fouls it away. Busch 1 for 3 with a walk yesterday. What's the plan for the Cubs hitters against Cease?
Well, I think a couple things. One, Busch just tried to tie the game up with the first pitch. He was looking to give the souvenir in the rooftops.
Fastball strike, 0-2.
But I think against Cease here early in the ball game, you got to make sure he's going to throw strikes. He's going to rely a lot on his slider, even though he has a 97 to 100 mile an hour fastball. He'll throw a lot of sliders today. I believe that's his pitch that he has the most control of.
Busch fouls it back. He's 29 years old, born in Milton, Georgia. Wears the unlikely number of 84 on the back of his shirt. And now the 0-2. Busch drives one in the air, right center field. Going back, Merrill and Tatis. And it's going to be Merrill making the catch. Just shy of the track out in deep right center. The wind blowing in a little bit today, Ron. You're going to have to really pound one to the middle of the diamond if you hope to get a home run.
Yeah, it was blowing in a little bit yesterday, but not all that hard. Right now, it's blowing in. You know, I think if you hit one good like yesterday, it's going to go. But you're not going to get any help, as you're pointing out, from the wind. It'll probably hold the ball up just a little bit in the middle of the diamond.
Nico Hoerner drove in a run yesterday in his first ever career postseason game. He had a couple of hits. Swings and misses at the first offering from Dylan Cease. Here comes the 0-1. Hoerner checks the swing, and that's no swing. Cubs leadoff man presented by Benny's Beverage Depot. If a Cubs leadoff hitter gets a base hit, Benny's Beverage Depot donates $100 to the Greater Chicago Food Depository. Nico lines a base hit to center. A solid line drive right back up the middle. And it's a one-out single. Each of the first two Cubs, Ron, have made solid contact.
Absolutely. This ball is scalded right back where it came from. This is a fastball down and in the strike zone. And just like Nico did to finish up the last month of the season, he hits an absolute rope right back through the middle.
1-0 Padres, bottom of the first. One away and a man at first. Ian Happ, the batter. And he will swing and miss. Thanks to Benny's Beverage Depot, though, for being a great sponsor for many, many years. If you can't find it at Benny's, it's probably not worth drinking. Happ, nothing for 4 in the series opener. The stretch and the pitch. Fastball away. Machado, the third baseman, now over where a shortstop normally plays. So there's a good 45 feet between Manny Machado and the third base line. Hoerner occasionally likes to steal bags. It's a short lead at first. He's not going. Happ swings and misses, 1-2.
High gas there from Cease, 96 miles an hour. Upper third of the strike zone. Cease is going to try to throw a lot of high fastballs, a lot like Pivetta yesterday. Cease has a little more on it also. It's 97, 98 at times with a slider. Pretty straight fastball.
Check swing, did he go? No swing. Happ just did check in time. Corey Blazer is the home plate umpire. DJ Rayburn at first. Todd Tishner at second. Mike Malinsky at third. Down the left field line, Ben May. Down the right field line, Eric Bacchus. The pitch to Happ. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 2 down, first inning, 1-0 Padres. And the batter is Kyle Tucker.
It's going to be important, as we talked about yesterday, going into yesterday's ball game, about the high fastball, about the Cub hitters to get their hands above the ball and stay on top of the baseball. If you're going to try to swing up at a 97, 98 mile an hour fastball at the top of the zone, you're going to swing through them all or foul them back at the best.
Tucker looks at a strike right down the middle. Outfield straight away for Kyle. He was hitless in 3 at-bats yesterday.
This should be a pretty good matchup. I think Kyle gets him a good fastball to hit. This could be good.
Here's a swing and a drive. Left field going back is Sheets. Gets there and makes the catch. Hard hit ball to the opposite field, but hauled in by Sheets, maybe 5 feet shy of the track. Cubs don't score after 1. Padres 1. Cubs nothing on the score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs radio network.
This is Chicago Cubs baseball with Pat Hughes and Ron Coomer on the Cubs radio network.
James Hardie Building Products knows how important your home is. That's why they're rated the #1 brand of siding in North America. Trusted by homeowners on over 10 million homes from coast to coast, they can give your home a beautiful design without compromising on durability and protection. They also know how important it is to support your hometown and root for the home team. That's why James Hardie is proud to sponsor the Cubs. James Hardie Building Products, siding with the Cubs.
The rumors are true. Assigned seating is coming to Southwest Airlines, so you can choose your seat when you book, not when you board.
I can sit with my family?
If you want.
But I need the window seat.
You get that window seat.
Excuse me, what if I'm really tall?
Congrats. We also have extra legroom seats.
Doesn't every airline do assigned seating?
They do now. Assigned seating is coming to Southwest. Expected to begin early 2026. Learn more at southwest.com/assigned seating. Basic fare excluded from seat selection at booking.
At 19 weeks pregnant, I found out my blood was attacking my baby. I'm Ellen, and my team said her only chance at survival was a rare procedure.
Top ranked in Illinois for obstetrics and gynecology by U.S. News and World Report, the team at Northwestern Maternal Fetal Medicine Clinic treats high-risk pregnancies from across Chicagoland. They performed an unprecedented 5 in utero blood transfusions to ensure Ellen and her baby had a compatible blood type.
Today, my baby is healthy and full of life.
Northwestern Medicine, better.
Dear Autumn, fall into great value in a new Toyota, like the tough as nails Tacoma, the sleek all-hybrid Camry, or the versatile RAV4. Find yours today. Toyota, let's go places.
Top of the second inning at Wrigley Field. Padres with a 1-0 lead over the Cubs. The second inning is brought to you by Sea Glass Wines, official partner of the Cubs, bringing the California coast to you wherever you are. Pat?
Left-hander Shota Imanaga will take over on the mound. Andrew Kittredge allowed 1 run on 2 hits. That was the plan, for him to work 1 inning only. And now Shota Imanaga will start in the second inning. working on Ryan O'Hearn. Lefty against lefty. O'Hearn nothing for 3 yesterday. And the pitch by Shota is taken high and outside, ball 1.
I think coming into this ball game for Shota not being the starting pitcher, the one thing I did notice
fastball away, Ron,
is he stayed right in his normal routine. He took the field early, maybe a little later than his norm, but he went through his normal routine of throwing in the outfield, doing his normal running, everything that he does. This ball's fouled off, and then went into the bullpen while Kittredge was warming up to get ready for inning number 1. Then Shota jumped right in as his normal routine as he would as the starting pitcher. So they've tried to keep him as close to normal and a normal start day as possible.
Now the 2-1 to O'Hearn popped up. This ball is playable, I believe. Foul territory. Kelly, the Cubs catcher, makes the play. And that's out number 1. Shota got in on his hands nicely. 1 away. And it brings up Gavin Sheets.
Excellent pitch by Shota. Fastball inside. That one also a little more velocity than we've seen from him. That fastball 92 miles an hour inside.
Sheets 0 for 3 in the series opener yesterday. 1-0 Padres, second inning. Lefty to lefty. This ball is hit in the air to center. Should be playable for Crow Armstrong. He's got it. 2 down. Run both teams featuring the exact same starting lineups as they did in game 1. Jake Cronenworth ready to step in.
Yeah, I think it's interesting for San Diego. 6, 7, and 8 hitters in their lineup. They've bunched them together, all left-handed hitters, instead of what we normally see through the years with lineups where you stagger left, right the best you can. San Diego has not done that.
The 1-0 to Jake Cronenworth, and he'll look at a strike. 1-1. Cronenworth has a little bit of power. 11 home runs in the regular season. Imanaga coming back 1-1. Fastball just a little bit high off the inside corner. 2-1. A few clouds have arrived. Again, not quite as hot as it was yesterday. Now the 2-1. Swing and a foul back out of play. 2-2. I have a feeling every time there's going to be 2 strikes on a Padre hitter, you're going to hear this crowd start to stand and make a lot of noise. We saw it yesterday and we're seeing it today. The 2-2 from Shota. Fouled away by Cronenworth.
That was the first pitch Shota has. I think the adrenaline got to him. He overthrew that slider and got underneath it. And that was the first hanging breaking ball that was just well up out of the zone.
Shota's season ERA 3.73. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Shota Imanaga works 1, 2, 3. As he just made his Cubs postseason debut. So far, so good. We go to the bottom of the second inning. Padres 1, Cubs nothing. This is the score on the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Hi, this is Keaton Metzger. Come see my dad at Brad's Metzger Allstate, 1005 North Cash Street, Wabash. Or call him at 563-8896. He'll take care of all your insurance needs.
Hi, I'm Allison McCord.
And I'm Emily McCord.
Hoosier Flooring in Wabash has carpet and LVP in stock now.
For all of your flooring needs, see our dad at Hoosier Flooring, 211 West Fulton Street in Wabash.
Hello, this is Eli Boone from Southwood High School. Jones Contracting in Somerset, a family-owned and operated business, specializes in plumbing, electrical, heating, and cooling, 24 hours a day with quality work at a price that is fair to everyone. That's Jones Contracting.
This is Mark from Hometown Federal Credit Union. We support all Miami County sports and ask you to support your local teachers with your donation of time and money. Deposits insured up to $250,000 by NCUA.
Goodfellas Pizza in Wabash on Stitt Street is the home of the 18-inch pizza. Also, all of those different crusts, you can now get a zucchini crust, cauliflower, and spinach crust. Plenty of choices at Goodfellas Pizza in Wabash.
Call Southside Supply in Wabash for all of your industrial and welding supplies needs. Southside Supply, family owned and operated since 1977.
Hi, I'm Alex Mattingly from Power Moves, the energy efficiency program from Heartland REMC. When you buy Energy Star LED light bulbs, you'll earn rebates up to $750 for each one. Power Moves, energy efficiency programs for you from Heartland REMC.
You're listening to Chicago Cubs baseball on 101.9 Rocks.
Purchase tickets now at Cubs.com/football. Pat?
Okay, Zach. Seiya Suzuki on a home run binge of late. Homered yesterday, homered in each of the last 4 regular season games. And he'll take a bender, taken high for ball 1 from Dylan Cease. Shota Imanaga working a nice 1-2-3 inning in the top half. And now the 1-0 pitch to Seiya, swing and a miss, slider. Pitching changes by the Cubs, sponsored by James Hardy Building Products, siding with the Cubs. Now Suzuki will take a strike, 1-2.
I think the one thing that you see with Shota when he is hot like he is, he's very aggressive at home plate, swinging early in the at-bats and getting a good pitch to hit early.
Go! This one is outside, a slider, 2-2. Defense pretty much straight away and respectfully deep against Suzuki. Padres lead 1-0. Seiya fouls it back. He got a pitch to hit and just missed it. Again, the defense straight away and deep. Defensive alignment sponsored by Fitzgerald Equipment. Material handling handled. Learn more at FitzgeraldEquipment.com. Now the 2-2 from Cease. Outside, 3-2.
Good take by Suzuki. That was a pretty good slider down and away. Cease has good command of that slider path. He usually, to the right-hander, gets it down and away where he wants it. That was an excellent take.
Fans are standing. We're in the 2nd inning of the game. Swing and a miss, strike 3 on a breaking ball. Dylan Cease gets his 2nd strikeout. If you're just joining us, the Padres got their run right away in the 1st against Andrew Kittredge. Base hits by Tatis and Arraez, then a double steal and a sacrifice fly by Jackson Merrill drove in Tatis, and that's where we are. 1-0 Padres in the 2nd inning. Here's Carson Kelly. Carson looks at a ball down low. Kelly had a monstrous home run yesterday. The homer that snapped the 1-1 tie in the 5th inning, and the Cubs would never look back. And what a roar from the crowd on that home run. Swinging a foul back, 1-1.
Yeah, that was a high towering shot. It was one of those balls that was hit. You knew he hit it good, but it was really hit high. And with the wind slightly blowing in, you just weren't quite sure if it was going to make the seats. But it ended up about 2 rows back in the bleachers.
Kelly takes outside. Cease, 29-year-old right-hander. Shakes off one sign. Has a very quiet windup and comes back. Swing and a miss. A lot of sliders, 2-2.
And I think what you're looking at with Cease, that you always wonder, is his command going to be good at the beginning of the game, and what guy are you getting I would say today, as you go back to the Cubs dugout as a hitter, he's throwing the ball kind of where he wants it, especially with the slider. I would be ready to hit now when I get in the batter's box.
Kelly pops it up, shallow center, going out. Bogaerts calling, and the shortstop makes the catch, and that's out number 2. Kelly retired. Cubs trail 1-0 second inning, and the batter Pete Crow Armstrong.
Now, Pete yesterday didn't get a lot of pitches to hit up until Miller came into the ball game. I don't know if he got a strike to hit before Miller got in the game. See how it happens. See how things go today.
First pitch is high for ball 1. Teams have been trying to get him to chase that high pitch lately, Ron.
Yeah, they just haven't been throwing him a lot of strikes, and they constantly elevate the fastball to Pete. You know, he could probably go up there and just take a strike.
Swings and misses at a high, hard one.
All reviews in this game are sponsored by Northwestern Medicine. Second opinion's always a good idea. Get yours at Northwestern Medicine.
We're going to play the Benny's Beverage Depot attendance game here soon. If you can't find it at Benny's, it's probably not worth drinking. Low and inside to Pete Crow Armstrong. As the weather is a little cooler today, a slight increase in the likelihood of stealing bases and having that be a part of your offense. Swing and a miss. That pitch appeared to be upstairs. 2-2.
Pete's seen 4 pitches in this at bat. He has not seen a strike yet.
That was about shoulder high. And the 2-2. He shows bunt and takes the pitch outside. With 2 down and nobody on, a 2-2 pitch showing bunt. You almost never see that. Here's the pitch. Swing and a foul back. He's challenging him.
That's the first pitch Pete has seen in this at bat that's been in the zone.
Cease up to 32 pitches. We're still in the second inning of the game. 1-0 Padres. And the payoff pitch. Swinging a pop-up foul and out of play. Dansby Swanson is on deck. Again, many of the stands are on their feet, and they might stay that way the rest of the afternoon. The payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Chased a low inside slider, and that ends the inning. Nothing across. We go to inning number 3. Padres 1, Cubs nothing on the score, and the Southwest Airlines Cubs radio network.
This is Chicago Cubs baseball with Pat Hughes and Ron Coomer on the Cubs radio network.
The Heat and Frost Insulators and Illinois Regional Insulation Contractors want to remind you that fire stopping saves lives. If your commercial building, manufacturing, or industrial facility was recently under construction or rehab, you'll want to make sure your fireproofing is up to date. Certified and skilled insulation technicians will install fire stop systems that comply with national flame and temperature ratings. For a list of skilled Illinois Regional Insulation Contractors, visit local17insulators.com.
Hey, Coom here. Fall in the Midwest. It doesn't get much better. Cooler nights, crisp days, and yes, postseason baseball. Whether you're gathering around the fire, tailgating with friends, or locked in every pitch, there's one beer that fits the moment. Yuengling Traditional Lager. Rich, smooth, and brewed with real character by the oldest brewery in America. Lager is perfect this time of year. Yuengling Traditional Lager, official beer of the Cubs radio network. DG Yuengling & Son, Pottsville, PA.
The rumors are true. Assigned seating is coming to Southwest Airlines, so you can choose your seat when you book, not when you board.
I can sit with my family?
If you want.
But I need the window seat.
You get that window seat.
Excuse me, what if I'm really tall?
Congrats. We also have extra legroom seats.
Doesn't every airline do assigned seating?
They do now. Assigned seating is coming to Southwest.
Expected to begin early 2026. Learn more at southwest.com/assigned seating. Basic fare excluded from seat selection at booking.
You deserve a car that thrills you. And Nissan's got an exciting full line that'll put goosebumps on your goosebumps. Experience the thrill for yourself. Shop your local Nissan store and NissanUSA.com today.
Top of the third inning at Wrigley Field. Padres 1, Cubs nothing. 74 degrees, partly cloudy. A light wind blowing from right to left at the moment here at the friendly confines. Time and temperature sponsored by Circa Sports Illinois. Bet like the pros and download the Circa Sports app today. Pat?
Zach, I will guess in the Benny's Beverage Depot attendance game, 39,593. 39593. As we go to inning number 3, Freddy Fermin leads it off against Shota Imanaga. First pitch fouled away.
I will go 39,200.
The shadow line is right behind the home plate area right now and creeping out toward fair territory. The 0-1 pitch to Fermin. Swing and a miss.
I'm going to go 40,000 on the dot. And the maestro, our engineer, Paul Zarang, is going to go 40,922.
Let's see how we did later on in the Benny's Beverage Depot attendance game. The 0-2 to Fermin from Imanaga. Here it comes. Fastball is high.
Shota's got his best velocity of the year today. And I mean, since probably early starts in April.
And the 1-2 drilled to left. That's trouble in the corner. That's going to be a fair ball up against the wall. And it's a leadoff double for Freddy Fermin.
It's a split finger from Shota, and it stays up and out over the plate. It's one of those splits. He likes it to get going downhill, and it goes out and it goes sideways instead of down. And when it does that, it's a much more hittable pitch, and Fermin hooks this ball down into the corner.
Back to the top of the order, Fernando Tatis Jr. He singled and scored the game's only run back in the first. He hits one in the air to right, slicing toward foul territory. Long run, Suzuki makes the catch. Very nice play, and holding at second is Fermin. After a long run right on the right field line, Suzuki still moving at a pretty good clip, made that running grab and then fired it back in. Nice play.
Boy, that's an excellent play. We both know from doing so many games here and playing in this ballpark that when you start getting to that side wall and you have to run sideways for a long way, it is not an easy play, but excellent play by Isaiah and right.
And that's a tough hitter, Tatis, who hit the ball. That is out number 1. Luis Arraez had a single his first time. He takes inside.
Tough plays of the game. They're sponsored by Loyola Medicine. Loyola Medicine defines tough.
The lead at second by Fermin. The 1-0 to Arraez is a strike. Arraez, a very good contact hitter. A very high percentage of the time he barrels up the baseball and hits it hard somewhere. Here's the 1-1. He takes a strike, 1-2.
Yeah, he was kind of chuckling going into yesterday's ball game. I was listening to some people talk about our game and saying how Arraez has had kind of a down year. He hit 292. The league average is somewhere in the 240s.
A lot of guys would like to have that kind of a down year.
Struggle on, right?
Here comes the 1-2 now from Shota Imanaga. Bounce toward the middle, glove by Hoerner. He'll make the play to first in time. On the play, Fermin advances to third, but now there are 2 down. And you've got Machado coming up. You've got a left-handed batter, Merrill, on deck. How do you work to Machado here, Ron?
Carefully. You certainly don't want to give him anything that he can hook, but, you know, this guy's got such great range in the box of covering the strike zone. You just got to make your pitches against him, and if you walk him, you walk him.
Machado, a check swing. Is that going to be a strike? Yes. DJ Rayburn, the first base umpire, made that call.
That was both. That pitch was at the bottom of the zone, in the zone, and they got the swing call.
Machado struck out in the first inning. Here comes the 0-1. And he hits a high fly ball, playable. Right center, Crow Armstrong and Suzuki. Seiya makes the catch. Despite a leadoff double, the Padres do not score. We go to the bottom of inning number 3. San Diego 1, Cubs nothing. This is the score in the Southwest Airlines Cubs radio number.
Hey, Hollis, go get your brother Hezron and your sister Huggins. We're going to J&K's Mega Pet. Okay, Hezzy and Huggy, what do you think of all the dog food choices? Take it from Hollis, Hezzy, and Huggy. J&K's Mega Pet in the Wabash Crossing Shopping Center.
Let's root for the Cubbies. If they don't win, it's a shame. For auto, home, business, and life, trust the Baker Insurance name.
Hi, this is Susan Baker. See us at yellowbook.com. Baker Insurance.
This is Chad Maple from Grandstaff Henkin Funeral Service. Let's take care of the details now so your family doesn't need to later. Call us or come visit us at Manchester Avenue in Wabash and Main Street in North Manchester. Or you can visit our website at grandstaff-henkin.com.
Do you have a need for millwright work? Not all millwright services are the same. Millwright Solutions LLC should be your first choice for fabrication, industrial maintenance, millwright services, grain systems, tanks, ductwork, stacks, conveyor systems, buildings, and installation systems. Millwright Solutions LLC.
Hi, this is Will Weiner for Reddix Industrial Supply in Wabash. Does your job site require corrosion-resistant material? We have a huge selection of stainless steel fittings, fasteners, and pipe. That's Reddix Industrial Supply in Wabash, proud supporter of high school sports.
Bricks Auto in Wabash knows how Big a Bite collision repair can cost both your wallet and your time. We will get you in fast and save you some cash on that deductible. Out of town? No worries. Bricks Auto will tow your vehicle to our shop, repair it, and bring it back to you at no charge.
Do you have a pile of batteries sitting on your counter? What about those chemicals under your sink no one has used in months? Bring it all to the Wabash County Solid Waste Management District. Located at 1101 Manchester Avenue, we are here to help Wabash County residents with all of your hazardous waste problems.
You're listening to Chicago Cubs baseball on 101.9 Rocks.
Zach, all reviews in this game are sponsored by Northwestern Medicine. A second opinion is always a good idea. Get yours at Northwestern Medicine. Bottom of inning number 3, Dansby Swanson first up against the right-hander Dylan Cease. This crowd is ready for a rally. Dansby will take a strike. Matt Shaw on deck, and then Michael Busch. The shadow line is about 3 feet behind the umpire right now and moving out toward the plate area. There's a liner into left center field, a base hit. Over toward the alley is Merrill. Dansby is taking a big turn and holding on with a single. There was a hanging breaking ball, and Cease paid the price.
One of the few hangers that he's thrown in this ball game early. Breaking ball away, and Dansby stays right on it. Eyes tracking right to contact, hooks this ball, catches off the end of the bat a little bit. If he catches it a little more on the barrel, it'd be a double. But Dansby's on as the leadoff hitter.
Here is Matt Shaw in at third. Shallow is Machado, anticipating a bunt. First pitch strike, 0-1. Are you looking for a bunt here?
I thought there's a definite possibility, that's for sure. Matty Shaw looking down for signs to see what Craig Counsell wants him to do, as Machado now backing up at third.
Shaw nothing for 2 yesterday. Swings and fouls it back. Nothing in 2.
That one got
Swanson, a good base runner, occasional base stealer.
That one hit Fermin, I believe, Pat, right in the mask.
A thin cloud cover overhead, Ron. We're wondering if the line of the shadow between sun and shade is going to be as stark and as pronounced as it was yesterday. We're going to find out pretty soon. Here comes the 0-2. And Shaw pokes it foul back to the screen, out of play.
How about San Diego has a left-hander warming up than their bullpen already. Cease has given up 2 hits, and they've got somebody going.
Adrian Morejon, saw him yesterday. The 0-2 pitch now to Shaw, and he lines it foul down the left field line. Again, Cease has never really covered himself with much glory in the postseason, to say the least. He's never had a win. He's 0-1, and his ERA is actually up around 13, 12.91 in postseason pitching. Swing and a miss. He strikes out Matt Shaw, and does he stay alive? Is it a foul tip? It is a foul ball. Cubs get a break. The ball down in the dirt. Fermin, the catcher, thought he caught it. He's asking the umpire, Corey Blazer, now about it. Blazer did not bother to ask for help. Take a look, Ron.
Yeah, this is a curveball. We haven't seen a lot of them. It gets foul tipped and then short hops into the glove of Fermin. So it's an excellent call by the home plate umpire, Corey Blazer.
Yep. 0-2 on Matt Shaw. Now Cease wants the catcher, Fermin, to come out. They're going to verbally communicate a few things here.
Yeah, he's not hearing the pitch count device is what it was.
Swanson at first. Shaw looking for his first career postseason base hit right now. Dylan Cease ready for the 0-2. Fastball is high. Cease working a lot of deep counts, 2+ innings, 42 pitches delivered already.
Well, and that's kind of his MO too, right? He's a big strikeout guy, throws a lot of pitches, and doesn't always have great command, but can still get some strikeouts.
Now the 1-2, swinging a fly ball to right, playable for Tatis, routine play, and that's going to be out number 1. Holding at first is Swanson. Cubs trail 1-0 in the third, and the batter is Michael Busch.
I thought Bushy in his first at bat against Cease had a great swing in the very first fastball of the game, first pitch, and then hit one, just about squared it up and hit a long drive to center to the track in center field.
Again, a slight breeze blowing in from center at this moment. Here's a wild pitch, getting away from the catcher Fermin, and down to second goes Dansby Swanson.
This is a curveball, not the slider. It's a curveball. Fermin gets down to one knee to try to block it and doesn't square it up. It hits him in that left shoulder and then goes all the way to the backstop.
Cubs trail 1-0, but they have a man at second with one away, third inning. And the 1-0. Busch lashes it foul off to the left, out of play. 10 for ID right here. This is The Score on the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
This is WARU-FM. Berlin, Wabash, Peru. 1019 rocks.
The 1-1. Inside to Michael Busch. 2-1.
Well, he just seeing the ball so well. That pitch just off the plate, inside, down, and in. He didn't even flinch at that fastball inside.
Busch waiting for the 2-1. And he checks his swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. Fans didn't like it. But the count now is 2-2 on Michael Busch.
Getting another look at it here in the booth. And yep, he did go.
It was a good call.
Yep.
Third base umpire Mike Malinsky made that final decision. One away and a man at second. Cubs trail 1-0, bottom of the third. The stretch for the 2-2 from Dylan Cease. And here it comes. Swinging a drive foul to right. So many times lately, though, Michael has just squared up pitch after pitch and hit rockets all over the place.
Yeah, you couldn't be much hotter than Busch was to end the last month and a half. 34 home runs on the year.
Next offering is low, 3-2. Nico Hoerner on deck. Listen to this crowd right now. Swanson leads at second with one away. What an amazing atmosphere. And the payoff pitch from Cease. And Busch will line one, caught by the shortstop, and the play at second is not in time. Bogaerts caught the line drive. Swanson on the liner moved toward third, then realized the ball was going to be caught, so he scrambled back to second. And let's see if that play is going to be challenged by San Diego. It might be.
Yeah, it sure looks like they're going to challenge it.
San Diego's challenging the safe call at second base.
Bogaerts, it was a race to the bag. Bogaerts leaps, catches this ball. And I think Dansby thought it was hit a little harder than it was. Kind of a bat handle shot. And then both guys with a head first dive into the bag. And one more look here on the big board here.
Boy, that's close.
Yeah, very close.
That is really close. Bogaerts, the shortstop, with the ball in the glove, reaching for the base, and Swanson with his bare hand, his right hand, trying to touch the base. That's about as close as they get.
Yeah. I think if you're a Cub fan, you see him safe. If you're a Padre fan, you see him out. That's how close it is.
Sometimes on a replay, you can't see the entire picture that you need to see. For example, here, the glove of Bogaerts, you can't really tell the exact instant that his glove hits the base,
right.
Just the angle of the shot.
And when do the fingers actually touch the bag of Dansby Swanson? Do they hover the bag a little bit and the palm hits the bag, or do the fingers hit it going into it? Very, very close.
And they are looking at it over and over and over. There's an active umpire on duty in New York City at Video Central. The fans, of course, here at Wrigley, they're thinking he was safe. We'll have to wait to see what the umpires decide.
They're calling the field stands. Runner safe. San Diego has one challenge remaining.
The call is overturned. Safe is the call, and San Diego has lost their challenge for the rest of the day. That might be an important thing.
It's a big thing, absolutely. You know, now you get a close play. You have no challenge left. The other thing about the Dansby being safe, one of the hottest hitters in all of baseball coming to the plate with a runner in scoring position in Hoerner, and he's 1 for 1 with a line drive bullet to center.
And he's been one of their best clutch hitters all year. He takes down low for a ball. Nico had a sharp single his first time. 1-0 Padres, bottom of the third, 2 down, a man at second. And the pitch. There's a strike. Hoerner, 61 runs batted in. Excellent clutch hitter all year long. Now the 1-1. Nico hits a fly ball to right center, playable. Merrill and Tatis converge, and they almost collide. The catch by the center fielder, Merrill. They did collide gently. Cubs don't score. Leave 1. It's on to inning number 4. Padres 1, Cubs nothing on the score, and the Southwest Airlines Cubs radio.
Hi, this is Keaton Metzger. Come see my dad at Brad's Metzger Allstate, 1005 North Cash Street, Wabash, or call him at 563-8896. He'll take care of all your insurance needs.
Hi, I'm Allison McCord.
And I'm Emily McCord.
Hoosier Flooring in Wabash has carpet and LVP in stock now.
For all of your flooring needs, see our dad at Hoosier Flooring, 211 West Fulton Street in Wabash.
Hello, this is Eli Boone from Southwood High School. Jones Contracting in Somerset, a family-owned and operated business, specializes in plumbing, electrical, heating, and cooling, 24 hours a day with quality work at a price that is fair to everyone. That's Jones Contracting.
This is Mark from Hometown Federal Credit Union. We support all Miami County sports and ask you to support your local teachers with your donation of time and money. Deposits insured up to $250,000 by MCUA. Goodfellas Pizza in Wabash on Stitt Street is the home of the 18-inch pizza. Also, all of those different crusts, you can now get a zucchini crust, cauliflower, and spinach crust. Plenty of choices at Goodfellas Pizza in Wabash.
Call Southside Supply in Wabash for all of your industrial and welding supplies needs. Southside Supply, family owned and operated since 1977.
Hi, I'm Alex Mattingly from Power Moves, the energy efficiency program from Heartland REMC. When you buy Energy Star LED light bulbs, you'll earn rebates up to $7.50 for each one. Power Moves, energy efficiency programs for you from Heartland REMC.
You're listening to Chicago Cubs baseball on 101.9 Rocks.
Leading the Tigers 3-1, bottom of the 8th inning. Cleveland needs a win to keep the series alive. Brian Rocchio, the go-ahead home run for the Guardians. Pat?
Zach, thank you. Zach will be along in the 5th inning to work with Ron Coomer. Jackson Merrill, left-handed batting outfielder, leads off the Padre 4th inning. He drove in the game's only run with a first-inning sacrifice fly to right. Curveball from Shota Imanaga is outside. 1-0. Padres got their run right away against Andrew Kittredge. There's a breaking ball strike. Tatis led off the game with a single. Luis Arraez then singled. Those two pulled off a double steal, and with one away, Merrill had his sac fly. Here's the 1-1. Bouncer foul right side, 1-2.
Yeah, Merrill hit a slider down and away and hooked it deep to right. Say it caught it on a warning track.
The area behind home plate is all in the shade. Most of the field in hazy sunshine. Curveball is outside. And in just a couple of minutes, that shade is going to cover home plate and the area right in front of home plate. Lefty to lefty, the 2-2 to Merrill. Low and outside, 3-2.
4th inning sponsored by Wintrust, home of the exclusive Cubs debit card. Member FDIC, EHL lender.
Shota needs to throw a strike. And this pitch is lined foul down the left field line.
Well, this game is started out almost exactly the way game 1 started out. San Diego took the lead 1-0, and the Cubs back with two back-to-back home runs.
The next pitch fisted foul back out of play. Cubs trying to win their first postseason series since the NLDS against Washington back in 2017, and that was a beauty. It went 5 games, the Cubs winning game 5 in our nation's capital. Low and outside, ball 4. Merrill gets the leadoff walk. And the batter is Xander Bogaerts.
2 good at bats from Merrill in this ball game. Sac fly, now walk.
Shota from the stretch going to work on Bogaerts, who lined out his first time. Liner out to left. Bogaerts takes low and in, ball 1. The lights have been turned on. Gentle breeze blowing in from center. short lead by Merrill at first, held by Busch. And the next offering low and in, 2-0. Shota missing his target by a wide margin, and Carson Kelly, the catcher, and Tommy Hotovy, the pitching coach, will head to the mound to see about Shota. Edwin Stanberry is the interpreter for Shota. Sometimes when a controlled pitcher run starts missing by a wide margin, it sets off a little alarm bell, and that's when the pitching coach heads out to see him.
Yeah, usually you see a little something in the delivery that, either he's overthrowing, overstriding, just a little out of sorts, and you can go out there and slow the game down a little bit, remind him of what he wants to do, what you're seeing a little bit, and then finally, your final thought is what you're trying to accomplish in the next execution of the next pitch, and some kind of positive thought of what you want him to do.
Now the 2-0 to Bogaerts, and he'll take a strike. Inside corner, Bogaerts taking all the way. Let's keep an eye on Merrill now on 2-1. The southpaw Imanaga ready, and a pickoff throw not in time. Merrill a little bigger lead over at first. He's not going, and the pitch fouled away. 2-2. What's on your mind here, Ron?
After a couple fastballs now, if Shota feels good about the split, this would be a good time for it to go for the punch out. Threw a fastball inside for a strike, and then that last pitch was a fastball, but he lost that one right in the middle of the plate. Bogaerts fouled it off.
Way outside, Shota missing by a wide margin on that pitch.
In this ballgame, he's had an issue with that split finger. He really hasn't had great feel for that split in today's game.
Now the count is 3-2, and the pitch fouled away off to the right, out of play. Nice to see Andre Dawson here today. He threw out the first pitch. Member of baseball's Hall of Fame. He was inducted into Cooperstown back in 2010. The lead at first by Jackson Merrill. The pitch, swing and a miss. Strike 3, and that's out number 1.
Excellent pitch by Shota. As he goes at the breaking ball, he's not having a great feel for that split, so he goes with a little slower hook, throws it down and in, and Bogaerts really not ready for that pitch, well out in front of it.
O'Hearn, look out. O'Hearn takes up and in. That ball almost hit him in the right shoulder. He's a left-handed batter, and he had a low bridge. O'Hearn fouled out his first time. Padres lead 1-0. We are in the top of the 4th inning. Low scoring game yesterday, and the Cubs 3-1 win. There's the pickoff throw to first, not in time. Cleveland has scored 5 in the 8th inning, and it looks like they're going to even up that series against the Tigers. They're in the 9th inning now near Lake Erie. Cleveland on top 6-1 over the Tigers. Here's the next offering outside, 2-0.
Bo Naylor with a 3-run home run for Cleveland in that game, Pat.
Cub infielders looking for a ground ball. It's 2-0 on O'Hearn. And he'll hit it foul and out of play. Shota challenged him, got away with it. Are you a little concerned that his bread and butter, the splitter, is not working the way he wants?
Yeah, a little bit. Absolutely. And I think Shota is too. He does he made a great pitch to Bogaerts for the strikeout with the slider. But when Shota's at his best, it's the high fastball split finger combination.
Now the 2-1 inside almost hit him again.
So that's that split. That's another split that it just ends up backing up and going into O'Hearn. Either that or as a backup slider. It looked like a split to me coming out of his hand.
And the next pitch, check swing foul. And the count 3-2 with one away. Merrill at first might be moving here. What do you think?
It's a possibility. That's for sure. San Diego has showed that they will run, and with a double steal already. I'm guessing probably not.
And the 3-2. Drilled foul down the left field line.
O'Hearn kind of in that very much two-strike approach. Got that pitch up and away and just got on top and just short swing and just shot it the other way.
And the payoff pitch again from Shota. Line drive, base hit to right. Advancing to second and holding at second now is the runner Merrill. After a lengthy battle, O'Hearn singles into shallow right, putting two men on with one away, and the batter Gavin Sheets.
And again, that's the breaking ball. That's not the split finger. That was a hook. Starts out inside, ends up inner third, and because it ended up inside corner to the inside part of the plate as opposed to down and away, O'Hearn was able to just drop the bat, head on it, and dump it into right.
Strikeouts by Cubs pitchers. These are brought to you by your Chicago and Northwest Indiana Hyundai dealers. A pinch batter will appear now for San Diego. This is Iglesias. Jose Iglesias is pinch hitting for Gavin Sheets. Iglesias, a right-handed batter. Men at first and second. The pitch taken high for a ball.
We talked about how San Diego at the beginning was the start of the game. Their lineup, they had three lefties in a row, but they obviously knew once Shota took the mound, they were going to inject Iglesias into that spot.
And he hits a foul back near us and out of play. They will need a new left fielder since Sheets is leaving the game for the pinch batter.
Iglesias in 306 ABs. He's got 3 home runs on the year. He had 229.
And the 1-1 on the way. Fly ball to center. It's going to be caught by Pete Crow Armstrong, and that's out number 2. Hard hit ball, but right to the center fielder. And now it brings up Jake Cronenworth.
Well, this pitch, center cut, knee high. Iglesias hit it right on the nose, but right at Pete.
Shota trying to put a 0 on the board here in the 4th inning. Cronenworth struck out his first time. Cubs trailing 1-0. 4th inning, the pitch, strike call, 0-1.
Colin Ray warming up in the Cubs bullpen.
The outfield shades the left-handed batter to hit the other way. And now the 0-1 from Shota. And this ball is hit on the ground to short. Fielded by Swanson, throws to first to get him. Good play by Dansby. Not the most routine play in the world, but he made it, as he almost always does. The Padres get a single and a walk, but they walk away empty-handed. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Padres 1, Cubs nothing. This is the score in the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
Hey, Hollis, go get your brother Hezron and your sister Huggins. We're going to J&K's Mega Pet. Okay, Hezzy and Huggy, what do you think of all the dog food choices? Take it from Hollis, Hezzy, and Huggy. J&K's Mega Pet in the Wabash Crossing Shopping Center.
Let's root for the Cubs. Cubbies. If they don't win, it's a shame. For auto, home, business, and life, trust the Baker Insurance name.
Hi, this is Susan Baker. See us at yellowbook.com. Baker Insurance.
This is Chad Maple from Grandstaff Henkin Funeral Service. Let's take care of the details now so your family doesn't need to later. Call us or come visit us at Manchester Avenue in Wabash and Main Street in North Manchester. Or you can visit our website at grandstaff-henkin.com.
Do you have a need for millwright work? Not all millwright services are the same. Millwright Solutions LLC should be your first choice for fabrication, industrial maintenance, millwright services, grain systems, tanks, ductwork, stacks, conveyor systems, buildings, and installation systems. Millwright Solutions LLC.
Hi, this is Will Weiner for Reddick's Industrial Supply in Wabash. Does your job site require corrosion-resistant material? We have a huge selection of stainless steel fittings, fasteners, and pipe. That's Reddick's Industrial Supply in Wabash, proud supporter of high school sports.
Bricks Auto in Wabash knows how big a bite collision repair can cost both your wallet and your time. We will get you in fast and save you some cash on that deductible. Out of town? No worries. Bricks Auto will tow your vehicle to our shop, repair it, and bring it back to you at no charge.
Do you have a pile of batteries sitting on your counter? What about those chemicals under your sink no one has used in months? Bring it all to the Wabash County Solid Waste Management District. Located at 1101 Manchester Avenue, we are here to help Wabash County residents with all of your hazardous waste problems.
You're listening to Chicago Cubs baseball on 101.9 Rocks.
Ohtani are the playoff home run leaders, each going deep twice in last night's victory over Cincinnati. Pat?
All right, Zach, those two teams play later on tonight. Here at Wrigley, it's the Padres leading 1-0. Ian Happ first up in the bottom of the fourth. And he'll take high from the right-hander, Dylan Cease. Happ struck out in the first. He's always had a tough time against Cease. In regular season play, Ian is just 1 for 21 against Cease. Low and inside, ball 2-0. Bryce Johnson goes into play left field. Remember, Gavin Sheets left for the pinch batter Jose Iglesias, but now Bryce Johnson is in left. Happ takes a strike. Ian not overjoyed with that call by Corey Blazer.
That slider down and in, hit the corner inside. And Cease, when he's been behind, he's gone to a lot of sliders, as we thought.
Happ checks and takes low, ball 3. Tucker on deck, and then Seiya. The shadow line now in front of home plate, but a real thin cloud cover. And Happ takes a strike, 3-2.
Definitely not the same issue that we had yesterday with the shadow being very, very prominent. It is not nearly as bad today.
Payoff pitch. A little pop fly foul over toward the Cub third base dugout, and that ball is going to be out of play. A sliding Manny Machado. Did he shake himself up? Machado slid and is not getting up right away. He made a valiant effort for that little pop fly over toward the Cub third base dugout. There's not much room in foul ground there. Manny gets up to his feet, limping a little bit. I think he's going to stay in the game, but he might be sore.
He slid right in the opening in the middle of the Cubs dugout. So he hit, I believe, probably into the post of the dugout, and then down, his legs went down into the Cubs dugout. And there's got to be some kind of drain in front of that area, and then you go down into that. So a little banged up, but I think he's going to be okay.
The right knee, maybe, Ron?
Yep, I would think so. Yep.
One of the trainers out to look at him, manager Mike Schelt, also over there. Machado made a good effort, but it's just a foul ball, dead ball. 3-2 on Ian Happ. Cubs trailing 1-0, fourth inning.
The meat of the order. That's presented by Chef IQ Sense. Never under or overcook your food again. Purchase now at chefiq.com.
You can tell this crowd wants a rally. Listen to this ballpark. The 3-2. Happ swings and misses. Strike 3. Off-speed pitch got him. One away. And it brings up Kyle Tucker.
He started out the ball game with a lot of fastballs, trying to find the command of that heater. Did so for the most part. But his bread and butter pitch, definitely the slider when he's behind and he needs a strike or a put away pitch. It's the slider.
Tucker looks at a strike, 0-1. Cease in the regular season, 8-12 and an ERA of 4.5. So he struggled. Fastball is high, a check swing, no swing. He can get it up there pretty quickly. That was 100 miles an hour on that fastball.
Yeah, he's got as good an arm as any starter in the league. He really does.
Cease comes back 1-1. Missing high. He never does extend the hands and arms above the head in the windup. Keeps everything right around the belt buckle.
Well, it's a simple delivery, as you pointed out right at the beginning of the broadcast.
Yeah.
And that way it's repeatable. So then, you have less moving parts.
Check swing low, ball 3, 3-1.
Now, I wouldn't say this too often, but with a guy throwing 100 miles an hour, but do you dare look slider here and get set for the slider if you're Tuck?
Swing and a miss.
There it was, slider.
3-2. Cubs trailing 1-0. Bottom of inning number 4. Here's the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Cease striking out Tucker on a 100-mile-per-hour fastball. And the batter is Seiya Suzuki.
3-1 slider for a strike, and then on 3-2 he went with the gas. Designated hitters today for the Cubs are sponsored by Fireplace and Chimney Authority. Book now, burn later, skip the rush.
First pitch to Seiya. Breaking ball outside. Almost hard to see where the line is with the shadow line in front of the plate right now. Cloud cover making a difference. Swing and a miss, 1-1.
Yeah, I took my glasses off just to get a good look. And yesterday it was a distinct light to dark, when the shadow was in between or at home plate. Not right now.
Seiya lines one down the left field line. That's going to be a base hit. It goes all the way into the corner. Chasing it down is Bryce Johnson. Seiya will stop at second with a double. A 2-out double for Seiya. And it brings up Carson Kelly.
Well, not quite the same bat time, same bat channel, but this is about how it happened yesterday. Suzuki's part of the ball game. Cubs could use another big swing of the bat from Carson Kelly.
Padres' entire infield now gathered around Dylan Cease. It's a brief meeting. Manny Machado, the third baseman for the Padres, motion for Corey Blazer, the home plate umpire, to come over and chat about whatever. What do you suppose that was, Ron?
I'm not quite sure. I think they're going to intentionally walk Kelly. Yeah.
Here comes Mike Schultz. Let's see if that's going to be the end of the day for Dylan Cease. Kelly gets the intentional walk. Heat Crow Armstrong is due up. And that will be all for Dylan Cease. So he goes 3 2/3. Opposing pitching change. Sponsored by Sloan, the official water efficiency partner of the Cubs and leader in smart water and commercial restroom solutions. Visit Sloan.com. 2 on, 2 down. Cubs trail 1-0. Bottom of the 4th inning when we come back on The Score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
This is Chicago Cubs baseball with Pat Hughes and Ron Coomer on the Cubs Radio Network. Surround yourself in color with Regal Select from Benjamin Moore. Rich, durable, and effortlessly beautiful. Find yours at your locally owned retailer. Visit BenjaminMoore.com today. Step up to the plate like a pro with the world's largest sports book at your fingertips. Circa Sports Illinois. It's sports betting the way it should be. With high app limits, low holds, exceptional customer service, and no bet fees. Other books may charge you just to get on the field. But with Circa Sports, you can swing away with every bet. Start betting like a pro from anywhere, anytime in Illinois. Download your new bookie today at circasports.com. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. It's not too late for your pup to be called out on air as the Tito's Handmade Vodka Canine of the Game. Submit your dog now at 670thescore.com and your pup could get a shout out. And if the Northsiders pitchers strike out 9 or more during this playoff season, Tito's Handmade Vodka will donate $100 to anti-cruelty, up to $10,000 this season, supporting their mission to care for animals in need and build a stronger pet-loving community. Tito's Handmade Vodka. Vodka for dog people. Distilled and bottled by 5th Generation Inc., Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume. Savor responsibly.
A reminder that walks of Cubs batters are sponsored by It'sNotAGameIllinois.com. Reminder, a walk is free, a DUI is not. Drive sober or get pulled over. Pat?
Left-hander against left-hander. We saw Adrian Morejon yesterday. In 75 regular season games, he had an ERA of just over 2. 2 men on, 2 down. Cubs trail 1-0. Listen to this crowd at Wrigley. Pete Crow Armstrong batting. First pitch. Swing and a miss. He got fooled, took kind of a half swing, but it'll cost him a full strike.
Yeah, pitch well up and inside. Pete really hasn't seen a lot of pitches to hit in either ball game so far.
Suzuki leads at second, Kelly at first. The pitch. Swing and a tapper foul at the plate. And the count 0-2. Pete may have broken his bat. He's going to go get some new lumber. And now the count 0-2. Interesting, Machado shallow at third, as if he would be anticipating a bunt with 2 strikes and 2 outs and a man in scoring position. Surprising.
Yeah, I would agree, but Pete has showed a bunt with 2 strikes.
The 0-2 outside for a ball.
Catcher Fermin, a net-breaking ball set up in the right-handed batter's box. They wanted that pitch nowhere in the vicinity of home plate.
Pete trying to come through. Cubs down by a run. Bottom of the 4th. 2 outs. And the pitch. Bouncing ball to first. Fielded by Arraez. He'll run to the bag and step on the bag ahead of the fleet-footed Pete Crow Armstrong to end the inning. 3 unassisted. Cubs don't score. They leave a pair. Zach Zaidman joins Ron Coomer in a moment. It's a 1-0 San Diego lead at the end of 4 on The Score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
This is Chicago Cubs baseball with Pat Hughes and Ron Coomer on the Cubs Radio Network.
What if you had the smartest Wi-Fi? If you did, it'd be Xfinity and it'd come with their best state-of-the-art equipment. It would boost speeds to the devices that needed them most, whether you were streaming, gaming, or gaming while pretending to work. It would even power your mobile connection so you could bring faster, secure Wi-Fi speeds with you where you use it most. If you had the smartest Wi-Fi, everything would work together seamlessly to keep you connected. Xfinity. Imagine that. Restrictions apply.
Four Seasons Heating, Air Conditioning, Plumbing, Electric wants you to avoid breakdowns this winter. Did you know your dirty furnace costs more to operate? It increases your utility bill and leads to more breakdowns? Now's the time. Schedule your Four Seasons tune-up today for only $89.95. The furnace tune-up includes a 30-point inspection, complete cleaning, and is backed by the industry-leading 1-year, no breakdown guarantee. Peace of mind, lower utility bills, just a Four Seasons tune-up away.
For all the right reasons, call 866-4 Seasons.
Welcome to Old National Bank.
Hi, I was wondering what you could do for my small business.
Tons. Have time to talk?
Not much. We're on a 30-second radio ad.
Oh, I'll get straight to the point then. Our solutions are customized for small businesses. Our services make financial management simple, and our pricing is always transparent.
Outstanding. Wow.
Yeah. So, ever been in an ad before?
Nope. How do I look?
Good. But we're on the radio, remember?
Right. Hi, Mom.
Customized small business banking from Old National Bank. Member FDIC. Get old.
Hey, Cubs fans, to clinch a spot in history for your business in Bedford Park, contact Adam Collopy at ACOLLOPY at villageofbedfordpark.com.
Spiegel and Holmes talk Cubs baseball and Chicago sports every weekday from 2 to 6 on 670 The Score and the Odyssey app. Getting set for the top half of the fifth inning here at Wrigley Field. It's game 2 of this wild card series between the Cubs and Padres. San Diego with a 1-0 lead. Padres scoring in the first inning on a Jackson Merrill sacrifice fly. Shota Imanaga on the mound. Freddy Fermin, right-handed hitting catcher at the plate. The lefty Imanaga works his motion. And here comes the first pitch of the frame. It's a called strike. Slow-moving breaking ball that spun into the zone. 0-1. Fermin doubled in his first at-bat in the third. Imanaga kicks and delivers. And Fermin, a big swing and a miss. And a fastball up high. 0-2. The wind has shifted directions over the course of the afternoon here at Wrigley Field. Now it's blowing in from left. The pitch. In the dirt, check swing. Did he go on appeal? Yes, he did, says the first base umpire, DJ Rayburn. Fermin strikes out, 1 away.
Pitch in the dirt. Fermin chases this ball, and this one of the best splits Shota has thrown today. This one gets downward movement to it, and it's over the middle of the plate, but starts out in the zone and breaks down out of the zone.
So 1 down. Fernando Tatis Jr. at the plate. Right-handed hitter. Imanaga delivers. Way outside. 1-0 the count. Missed with a splitter. Partly cloudy afternoon here at Wrigley Field. 1-0 Padres with 1 down in the top of the fifth. And the pitch. That's high and outside. 2-0 now on Tatis. Imanaga is ready. Works his motion and deals. Tatis swings and misses. A splitter. 2-1. Tatis is 1 for 2. He singled to lead off the game off of Andrew Kittredge and fouled out against Imanaga. Here's the 2-1. Pop foul out of play just to the right of us. 2-2.
Try to get away with that slider there. That one's backdoor slider, but it ended up getting a lot of the strike zone. Tatis' big swing fouled it back.
Michael Soroka started warming up in the Cubs pen. The pitch pulled on the ground, foul off to the left by Tatis. Count remains 2-2.
Imanaga with, I believe, 57 pitches. There we go, 57 pitches in the game. I would think if anybody's on base when Machado gets to the plate, they would probably go to Soroka.
Now the 2-2. Pitch low, check swing. Did he go on appeal? No, says DJ Rayburn. So it's a full count.
I will say, even though in this at-bat, Shota's thrown a couple good splits, very good ones, and one that kind of went sideways on him. So the split, he's getting a little better feel of the split. Still not great, though.
The payoff pitch. Check swing. On appeal, no swing, says DJ Rayburn. That was a slider low. It's ball 4. And Tatis draws a one-out walk here in the top of the 5th with the Padres up 1-0.
See, the difference is from the slider to the split. The split comes out, and you get the swing and miss on the pitches out of the zone because the hitter, the hitter right in, the hitter sees fastball, and then the ball backs up on you. The slider, you see that coming out of his hand, and that's why they're not chasing the slider, especially that last pitch to Tatis.
Luis Arraez looks at a strike, a fastball on the outside edge near the top of the zone, clocked at 92 miles per hour. 0-1. Arraez 1 for 2 with a single and a ground out. Left-handed batter, open stance. Throw to first, getting back standing up Tatis. He stole 32 bases during the regular season and stole a base earlier today. Tatis scoring the only run of the game on a Jackson Merrill sacrifice fly in the first. 1-0 Padres. The pitch. Arraez bunts right back to Shota, who fields, flips to first. 2 away. And Tatis advances to second on what will be a sacrifice bunt.
Yeah, he's bunting for base hit. He just didn't bunt it hard enough. He's trying to pull this bunt out towards Nico, and he just didn't get it. Didn't hit it hard enough to get it past Shota, who did a very nice job coming off the mound. I'll see what Craig Counsell's going to do. He is going to leave Shota in, and they're going to pitch to Machado here with the base open.
Machado's 0 for 2. Here's the pitch. He swings, drills one deep to left, going back. Happ at the track near the wall, looks up. And Machado has gone yard. A 2-run job. And San Diego now up 3-0 over the Cubs in the 5th.
Pitch up and out over the plate. And Machado gets this ball. He's just got such great plate coverage. The long arms, big body, and that pitch out of way, and he hits this ball a long way. Just barely stays in the ballpark here at Wrigley.
He chose to pitch to Machado, and Machado makes the Cubs pay with a 2-run home run. 3-0 Padres here with 2 away in the top of the 5th. Jackson Merrill, left-handed hitter at the plate. Imanaga kicks and fires. Merrill pulls one on the ground, foul off to the right. A 404-foot blast by Machado.
Yeah, with a hanging split fingers. I see the replay. This is that split that I was telling you about. It doesn't go down. It goes sideways. It just comes out of his hand and goes away from Machado, and no downward break in that last split.
Merrill swings and misses at a fastball near the bottom of the zone. 0-2 the count on the Padres center fielder. 3-0 San Diego here with 2 away in the top of the 5th. Imanaga peers in, gets the sign from Kelly, acknowledges, sets at the belt, and deals. And Merrill fouls it at the plate. Just getting a piece of a splitter. Cubs now have double barrel action in the bullpen. The right-hander Soroka continues throwing. He's joined now by the veteran left-hander Caleb Fieldhart.
Trainer coming out now to take a look at Jackson Merrill after he fouled that ball off his instep.
And squatting down to the right of the batter's box on the grass. Trying to walk it off slowly. Manager Mike Schilt has come out to check on Merrill, along with the Padres trainer. Now the home plate umpire Corey Blazer having a conversation with Merrill, I think just to give him a little bit more time, and he's going to stay in the game. 0-2 the count. Padres up 3-0, 2 down, top of the 5th. Game 2 of this National League Wild Card Series. Cubs took the opener yesterday. Imanaga is ready. Now the 0-2. Pop foul out of play off to the left by Merrill. There's a slider from Imanaga. Shota is ready. Here comes the 0-2. Chopped up the first baseline, fielded behind the bag by Busch. He steps on the cushion. That's out number 3, but the Padres do some damage. 2-run shot by Manny Machado, middle 5. San Diego with a 3-0 lead over the Cubs. On the score in the Southwest Airlines Cubs ready.
Hi, this is Keaton Metzger. Come see my dad at Brad's Metzger Allstate, 1005 North Cass Street, Wabash. Or call him at 563-8896. He'll take care of all your insurance needs.
Hi, I'm Allison McCord.
And I'm Emily McCord.
Hoosier Flooring in Wabash has carpet and LVP in stock now.
For all of your flooring needs, see our dad at Hoosier Flooring, 211 West Fulton Street in Wabash.
Hello, this is Eli Boone from Southwood High School. Jones Contracting in Somerset, a family-owned and operated business, specializes in plumbing, electrical, heating, and cooling, 24 hours a day with quality work at a price that is fair to everyone. That's Jones Contracting.
This is Mark from Hometown Federal Credit Union. We support all Miami County sports and ask you to support your local teachers with your donation of time and money. Deposits insured up to $250,000 by MCUA.
Goodfellas Pizza in Wabash on Stitt Street is the home of the 18-inch pizza. Also, all of those different crusts. You can now get a zucchini crust, cauliflower, and spinach crust. Plenty of choices at Goodfellas Pizza in Wabash.
Call Southside Supply in Wabash for all of your industrial and welding supplies needs. Southside Supply, family owned and operated since 1977.
Hi, I'm Alex Mattingly from Power Moves, the energy efficiency program from Heartland REMC. When you buy Energy Star LED light bulbs, you'll earn rebates up to $7.50 for each one. Power Moves, energy efficiency programs for you from Heartland REMC.
You're listening to Chicago Cubs baseball on 101.9 Rocks.
Series. Sign up today for the chance to unlock pre-sale access. Cubs playing catch-up here at Wrigley Field. Game 2 of their wild card set against the Padres. San Diego up 3-0 as we begin the bottom half of the 5th inning. Dansby Swanson, Matt Shaw, and Michael Busch due up against left-handed reliever Adrian Morejon, who took over for the starter Dylan Cease in the last inning. Swanson digs in. He's singled in the 3rd. Right-handed batter, the lefty Morejon works his motion, and Swanson a big swing and a miss at a 98-mile-per-hour fastball near the top of the zone, 0-1.
Now, the one thing I will say about today's ball game that's totally different from yesterday, the shadow line. It is not a factor right now in this ball game.
Swanson takes strike 2, fastball top of the zone on the inside edge. Yeah, that's because of the cloud cover overhead.
Yeah, it's a major difference. It's a little bit of a shadow at home plate, but almost to the point where it's non-existent. So the hitters are at a major advantage right now from where they were yesterday at this time.
Swanson waits for the 0-2. Morejon deals. That's low. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Cease pitched 3 2/3 for San Diego. Did not allow a run. 3 hits, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts. Now the 1-2. Swanson fouls it off the netting to the right. Another 98-mile-per-hour fastball on the inner half from Morejon. In the regular season, Morejon was 13-6 with a 2.08 ERA in 75 games. Padres have an excellent bullpen. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Got him with a changeup. Swanson's retired, 1 away.
Yeah, this Padre bullpen, after they made some moves, and then you get Miller, and you had some big arms, and they really, in games like this, they it's a 5-inning game for the starter, and then or less sometimes if you have to, and they've got the arms to back it up in the pen.
Wind blowing in here at Wrigley Field as Matt Shaw digs in. Morejon delivers. Misses outside with a slider, 1-0. Shaw flied out to right. in his first at-bat in the third against Dylan Cease. Shaw in upright stance. Now bends the knees and the pitch. Broken back ground ball to third. Fielded by Machado. Sidearm running throw to first in time to get Shaw 2 away.
Little slider boring in on Matty, and he just kind of gets out and around that ball and shatters his bat as it jams him in on the fists.
So here comes Michael Busch. He's 0 for 2. Two down here in the bottom of the fifth inning. San Diego up 3-0. Busch waits the pitch. Morejon starts him with a fastball low, 1-0. Michael Soroka stopped warming up. Caleb Fieldbar still throwing in the Cubs bullpen. Here's the 1-0. Busch looks at a strike. Fastball right down the middle at 98 miles per hour. 1-1. Morejon, the left-hander, works on the first base side of the rubber. And the pitch. Foul back. 1-2. Busch with 34 home runs during the regular season. That led the Cubs. So drove in 90 runs, hitting at .261. A breakout year for Busch after an excellent first season with the Cubs last year. The 1-2 delivery. Busch fists it foul out of play off to the left. Had a weird sound coming off the bat, so Busch was checking to see if it was cracked. It's not.
I think what's happening in today's game, the effects that we're getting down from whatever the TV broadcast is doing too is a little different from yesterday's game.
Busch looks at a pitch up high, 2-2.
Because I know it's not Paul Zerang.
No, never.
No. He's always on the money. It has to be the group two boots down from us.
Time called. Machado is running to the mound with his hands up in the air. What's this all about?
I'm not real sure.
And now the entire infield has joined the pitcher Morejon on the mound, including the catcher Freddy Fermin. The only infielder that's not on the mound is the first baseman Luis Arraez, who's having a conversation with Cubs first base coach Jose Javier back at first.
I don't know if maybe they were coming down to the pitch clock. I did not look up the pitch clock, and Machado saw that, and it's called timeout.
That's got to be it, right?
Yeah, that would be it. Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
It's a 2 away, 2-2 the count on Busch. Cubs down 3-0. Morejon delivers. Busch swings, and it's a fly ball shallow left center. Coming in, Merrill, he's under it and makes the catch for out number 3. Cubs go down in order in the fifth. After 5, Padres on top of the Cubs 3-0 on the score on the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
This is Chicago Cubs baseball with Pat Hughes and Ron Coomer on the Cubs Radio Network.
Are true. Assigned seating is coming to Southwest Airlines, so you can choose your seat when you book, not when you board.
I can sit with my family?
If you want.
But I need the window seat.
You get that window seat.
Excuse me, what if I'm really tall?
Congrats. We also have extra legroom seats.
Doesn't every airline do assigned seating?
They do now. Assigned seating is coming to Southwest. Expected to begin early 2026. Learn more at southwest.com/assigned seating. Basic fare excluded from seat selection at booking.
When you save on a new Chevy or quality pre-owned vehicle from Bob Josh Chevrolet, you'll be more than happy. You'll be justified. Justified. That's the feeling you get when you enjoy outstanding savings or great service from Bob Josh Chevrolet in Elburn. Justified customers come back again and again because it feels great when your money goes further and you're treated the right way. Don't wait. Get justified today. Justified. At Bob Josh Chevrolet in Elburn, next to Reams Meat Market. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
If your purpose is to help others, join Northern Illinois Food Bank in the fight against hunger. Last year, our volunteers helped sort, pack, and distribute over 1 million meals, and we're always in the market for an extra pair of hands. Together, we can put our shared purpose into action and help neighbors get the nutritious food they need to thrive. Hungry for purpose? Volunteer. Visit solvehungertoday.org. Northern Illinois Food Bank. Neighbors empowered.
James Hardie Building Products knows how important your home is. That's why they're rated the #1 brand of siding in North America. James Hardie is proud to sponsor the Cubs. James Hardie Building Products, siding with the Cubs.
Caleb Thielbar, the new Cub left-hander, as we move to inning number 6. Padres on top 3-0. Padres trying to force a third and final game of the series, which would be tomorrow, unless the Cubs can rally. Same time, starting time tomorrow at 2:08 Central, if there is a game 3. Padres getting their runs today in the first inning. A sacrifice fly by Jackson Merrill. And Manny Machado, a 2-run homer in the 5th. Cubs have managed 3 hits and no runs in the first 5 innings. Xander Bogaerts will lead off. Chops one toward third. Going to be a tough play for Thielbar. No play. That's an infield single for Bogaerts. A swinging bunt toward the third base line. Thielbar grabbed it, bobbled it ever so slightly, and when he did, there was no chance to get the man at first.
Yeah, you really couldn't roll the ball out there any better than Bogaerts did. And
give him a base hit.
He's down the line on one knee. I don't know if he's taking stuff off or if he's hurt or he's got an equipment issue. I'm not quite sure, but the trainer is going down there. He's in the outfield grass down the right field line. I know he's been banged up some. And Paul Zarang, our crack engineer, said it's not an injury. His shoe came off. There you go. That way, Paulie.
So he's got the laces all tied up.
Yep. He blew a tire going down to first.
Ryan O'Hearn, the batter, left-handed batting DH. Cubs being out hit now 6-3 and trail 3-0. Still time though. It's only the 6th inning. First pitch strike to Ryan O'Hearn. San Diego facing elimination. Almost a little more pressure when you're under that situation. Here comes the 0-1. Curveball, strike 2 called, 0-2. You can just imagine if the Cubs start to rally and this crowd gets into it. It'll be a little different for the relievers for the Padres to work those final few innings.
Yeah, I would definitely say this game is far from over. A lot like yesterday's ball game, you just it was back and forth and just kind of pitch by pitch by pitch, and you kind of expect that to be the case in this ball game.
Now Thielbar's pitch, check swing down low, no swing by O'Hearn. All Cubs pitching changes brought to you by James Hardie Building Products, siding with the Cubs. And the next offering, check swing, no swing, and it's 2-2. Look at a little baseball history as we move along. This day in baseball history brought to you by villageofbedfordpark.com. Now's the time to make history for your business in Bedford Park. The pitch, curveball is low. He was ahead of him 0-2, then he started to nibble, and now it's full.
Tried to mix in some different breaking pitches, straight down curveball, and then one that a little more sweep to it. Missed the zone with a couple of them.
And this pitch is fouled away. It was on this date way back in 1903. The first ever World Series game was played. The Pirates would beat a team called the Boston Americans by a score of 7-3 at the old Huntington Avenue grounds in Boston.
Never even heard of that ballpark.
The losing pitcher you've heard of, though. Does the name Cy Young ring a bell?
Yeah. He didn't lose a lot of them.
Yeah. He won over 500 games in his career, but I think he also lost over 300. Still not too bad to be 200 above 500. Here comes the pitch, low ball 4. So now the Padres have 2 men on with nobody out. An infield hit and a base on balls. The base on balls came after the count was 0-2, and those kind of sting. Bryce Johnson will bat for the first time.
Johnson came in after Iglesias pinch hit for Sheets. Then Johnson came in to play defense in left, and obviously staying in the ball game.
Cubs are looking for a bunt from Johnson. He shows bunt, and he takes a strike. 0-1. The whole infield is in motion.
This is called the wheel play for the Cubs, and they very seldom do you have this put in play these days. But it's where the shortstop comes in behind the runner at second and then breaks for third. And it's a timing play. As soon as the shortstop breaks for third, the pitcher comes up set and starts to throw. And that way the shortstop will be the guy covering third base, and the third baseman and first baseman will crash.
Now the 0-1 instead of bluff move towards second by Thielbar.
And that's the thing. Off this wheel play, you got two options. You can throw home, or there can be a pickoff off the wheel play on an inside move.
Runners take their leads. Now the 0-1. Swinging a foul. Johnson that time, Ron, had turned a bunt, and as the pitch came in, he pulled the bat back and took a full cut.
Yeah, the old fake bunt slash. When teams have this wheel play in effect, that's the play, because now every infielder is moving. So if you hit a ground ball in the infield, good chance it's going to be a base hit.
The 0-2, breaking ball, strike 3 called. Johnson called out on strikes. A very peculiar plate appearance when you go back over the 3 pitches. He ends up taking a called third strike when I think he really wanted to lay down a bunt at some point.
Yeah, he gives up on this breaking ball, and that's the easiest pitch to bunt. Although it's high, it's about waist high when it gets to the hitting zone, and he just took it.
Pass along a station ID here momentarily, like right now, as Cronenworth takes a strike. 10 for ID on the score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
This is WARU-FM. Rowan, Wabash, Peru. 1019 rocks.
Lefty to lefty. This pitch is driven to center. Back goes Crow. Armstrong with lots of room. Makes the catch. Runners hold as the throw comes in. 2 down.
Good job by Thielbar. Just gets the routine fly ball on this high heater, and that'll bring out Craig Counsell as he is headed out to the mound.
And he's going to bring in a right-hander. This will be a pitching change by the Chicago Cubs. Pitching changes by the Cubs, sponsored by James Hardie Building Products. Siding with the Cubs. 3-0 San Diego. We're in the 6th inning. On the score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
This is Chicago Cubs baseball with Pat Hughes and Ron Coomer on the Cubs Radio Network.
Ever feel like the road is out to... Thankfully, Hyundai is always working to ensure it doesn't, with over 130 IIHS Top Safety Awards since 2006. IIHS Top Safety Awards include Top Safety Pick and Top Safety Pick Plus awards to Hyundai vehicles from 2006 to 2025.
Right now, for a limited time, get 1.99% APR on the Hyundai Tucson or the Tucson Hybrid. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today. Offers end November 3rd. Call 562-314-4603 for details.
The rumors are true. Assigned seating is coming to Southwest Airlines, so you can choose your seat when you book, not when you board.
I can sit with my family?
If you want.
But I need the window seat.
You get that window seat.
Excuse me, what if I'm really tall?
Congrats. We also have extra legroom seats.
Doesn't every airline do assigned seating?
They do now. Assigned seating is coming to Southwest. Expected to begin early 2026. Learn more at southwest.com/assigned seating. Basic fare excluded from seat selection at booking.
Top of the 7th inning here at Wrigley Field. Game 2 of this National League Wild Card Series. It's the Padres on top of the Cubs 3-0. Cubs have a new man on the mound. Veteran right-hander Colin Ray takes over. Pat?
And he inherits a very important spot, Zach, as you said. 2 outs, 2 on. Cubs down by 3 already. We're in the 6th inning. And the number 9 hitter, Freddy Fermin, coming up for the Padres. This is Colin Ray's first ever career postseason appearance, so you know he's got some butterflies working. Fermin, a right-handed batting catcher, has doubled and struck out. Now the area between the mound and the plate all in the shade. And the pitch to Fermin is taken down low. Lights are on at Wrigley, having a minimal effect. Sun not nearly as bright as it was yesterday, and it's not as warm as it was yesterday. Pickoff throw to second, not in time. Warner snuck into second to take the throw, but the play was not close. Bogaerts the runner at second. O'Hearn at first. 3-0 Padres in the 6th inning. And the 1-0. Big chop to the hole at short, fielded by Swanson. Running throw to first, and he got him. Good play by Dansby. That's not an easy throw. It's a longer throw than you realize. But he made it. No runs for the Padres. The Cubs need some offense. As we go to the bottom of the 6th inning, San Diego 3, and the Cubs nothing on the score, and the Southwest Airlines Cubs radio.
Hey, Hollis, go get your brother Hezron and your sister Huggins. We're going to J&K's Mega Pet. Okay, Hezzy and Huggy, what do you think of all the dog food choices? Take it from Hollis, Hezzy, and Huggy. J&K's Mega Pet in the Wabash Crossing Shopping Center.
Let's root for the Cubbies. If they don't win, it's a shame. For auto, home, business, and life, trust the Baker Insurance name.
Hi, this is Susan Baker. See us at yellowbook.com. Baker Insurance.
This is Chad Maple from Grandstaff Henkin Funeral Service. Let's take care of the details now so your family doesn't need to later. Call us or come visit us at Manchester Avenue in Wabash and Main Street in North Manchester. Or you can visit our website at grandstaff-henkin.com.
Do you have a need for millwright work? Not all millwright services are the same. Millwright Solutions LLC should be your first choice for fabrication, industrial maintenance, millwright services, grain systems, tanks, ductwork, stacks, conveyor systems, buildings, and installation systems. Millwright Solutions LLC.
Hi, this is Will Weiner for Reddix Industrial Supply in Wabash. Does your job site require corrosion-resistant material? We have a huge selection of stainless steel fittings, fasteners, and pipe. That's Reddix Industrial Supply in Wabash, proud supporter of high school sports.
Bricks Auto in Wabash knows how Big a Bite collision repair can cost both your wallet and your time. We will get you in fast and save you some cash on that deductible. Out of town? No worries. Bricks Auto will tow your vehicle to our shop, repair it, and bring it back to you at no charge.
Do you have a pile of batteries sitting on your counter? What about those chemicals under your sink no one has used in months? Bring it all to the Wabash County Solid Waste Management District. Located at 1101 Manchester Avenue, we are here to help Wabash County residents with all of your hazardous waste problems.
You're listening to Chicago Cubs baseball on 101.9 Rocks.
Visit TimberTech.com. Coom?
And let's see what's on tap here in the 6th inning, sponsored by Flight by Yuengling, the next generation of light beer. And yesterday's ball game, a pair of balls in flight was the difference for the Cubs. Patrick, they need a few more balls like that to reach the seats in this game.
They have 3 hits. They're going to need some more of those to win the game. Nico Hoerner first up, 6th inning. He'll take a strike from Adrian Morejon. Morejon in relief of Dylan Cease, who worked into the 4th inning and got the first 2 outs of that inning and then left. Now the 0-1. Nico takes high for a ball, 1-1. Hoerner just wants to get on base to get something started. Happ and Tucker to follow. The 1-1. Nico takes inside. It's 2-1. As soon as the Cubs get a man or 2 on base, you're really going to hear this crowd. Mason Miller, a right-hander, throwing in the Padre bullpen. A smash off the body of the pitcher, but it goes right to the first baseman, Arraez, who runs over and steps on the bag. Now that's just a bad break. That ball was ticketed for center field. It hit the bottom of the shoe of the pitcher, Morejon, and the ball ricocheted directly over to the first baseman. Score that one 1-3 on a very peculiar play, and that's out number 1.
I don't know if I've ever seen that play just quite like that. We have one of our favorite hockey guys. That was a shot and a save to the max, Jelly. Esposito would have been proud of that one.
Chris Chelios, we just looked it up. 26 years in the National Hockey League, a member of the NHL Hall of Fame, but 26 years.
That? It's just amazing. It really is, yeah.
That's got to be close to a record, I would think. Let's see if Ian Happ can get on base. He's batting right-handed, takes a strike, 2-1. The great Eddie Vedder is in the booth as well. Eddie ready to sing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game." Now the 2-1. Happ takes inside. Cubs need base runners.
I think what's happened is Chelly did some recruiting for the game today, didn't you?
Let's see if Happ can get on. He would gladly take a walk. And he swings and bounces one to short. Fielded by Bogaerts. He'll throw to first in time. And that's out number 2. Cubs trailing by a score of 3-0.
Little two-seamer.
Kyle Tucker coming up.
Little two-seamer fading away from Ian. Just hooked that two-hopper to Bogaerts. Well, you'd love to see Tuck do something good here and get on base. Get him a base knock, a walk, an extra base hit, and bring Seiya to the plate.
Tucker takes a strike, 0-1.
Suzuki, one of the hottest hitters in baseball. 5 days in a row with home runs.
Tucker without a hit and 5 at-bats in this series. Big left-handed batter. Waiting, checking, and taking outside. 1-1. Cubs have not had any innings in which they've had more than one hit. Here's a chopper foul toward first.
You know, for the way these games have gone, you know, pitching staffs have done their job, really. I mean, a low-scoring game in Game 1. You know, game came right down to the end. This game, you know, 3-0.
Now the 1-2 to Tucker. That's outside. 2-2.
You kind of expected that, right? You know, when you get to this time of the year, you know that playoff baseball, you know, you got to have quality at bats. You've got to do little things right. And you got to have a couple big swings of the bat in a ball game.
Swinging a foul back. And the teams that are in the postseason generally have the best pitching staffs. Yeah. That's why they are in the postseason in the first place. So you expect a lot of low-scoring games. Cubs trailing 3-0 today. They beat the Padres 3-1 yesterday. Now the 2-2 to Tucker. Check swing. He almost went. No swing. It's one of those where you check the pitch is inside and you move your body to avoid being hit, and sometimes that movement creates the illusion of a swing.
Yeah, absolutely. It was close. They've stayed away from Tuck up and away to hold that bat up until that last pitch.
Here's a swing and a fly ball, shallow center, racing in. Merrill makes the catch to end the inning. 1, 2, 3. The Cubs do nothing. We go to the 7th inning. Padres 3, Cubs nothing on the score, and the Southwest Airlines Cubs radio.
Hi this is Keaton Metzger. Come see my dad at Brad's Metzger Allstate, 1005 North Cash Street, Wabash. Or call him at 563-8896. He'll take care of all your insurance needs.
Hi, I'm Allison McCord.
And I'm Emily McCord.
Hoosier Flooring in Wabash has carpet and LVP in stock now.
For all of your flooring needs, see our dad at Hoosier Flooring, 211 West Fulton Street in Wabash.
This is Mark from Hometown Federal Credit Union. We support all Miami County sports and ask you to support your local teachers with your donation of time and money. Deposits insured up to $250,000 by NCUA.
Do you have a need for millwright work? Not all millwright services are the same. Millwright Solutions LLC should be your first choice for fabrication, industrial maintenance, millwright services, grain systems, tanks, ductwork, stacks, conveyor systems, buildings, and installation systems. Millwright Solutions LLC. Goodfellas Pizza in Wabash on Stitt Street is the home of the 18-inch pizza. Also, all of those different crusts, you can now get a zucchini crust, cauliflower, and spinach crust. Plenty of choices at Goodfellas Pizza in Wabash.
Hi, I'm Alex Mattingly from Power Moves, the energy efficiency program from Heartland REMC. When you buy Energy Star LED light bulbs, you'll earn rebates up to $7.50 for each one. Power Moves, energy efficiency programs for you from Heartland REMC.
Let's root for the Cubbies. If they don't win, it's a shame. For auto, home, business, and life, trust the Baker Insurance name.
Hi, this is Susan Baker. See us at yellowbook.com. Baker Insurance.
You're listening to Chicago Cubs baseball on
7.
1019 Rocks.
San Diego got a run in the first, a sacrifice fly by Jackson Merrill. The game's big blow, a 2-run homer by Manny Machado in the 5th. 3-0 Padres. Tatis, Arraez, and Machado to bat here in this 7th inning. Now, all of the area between the mound and the plate is in the shade. First pitch inside to Tatis. Almost nailed him in the lead elbow.
The sun has popped out here at Wrigley, so the shadow isn't nearly as bad as it was yesterday, but it is somewhat of a factor.
Fly ball shallow right, coming in Suzuki. Easy play. That's out number 1. One down, nobody on. Luis Arraez ready to check in. Ray, a starter for most of the year, working out of the bullpen today. That's common once you get to postseason. You just get your healthiest guys, and wherever you can slot them in and get as many outs as possible, that's what they do. Luis Arraez lines one toward right, coming in Suzuki, has to play it on a bounce. Arraez, every time you see him run, you realize he is one of the best contact hitters in baseball.
Yeah, he's got a very short, compact swing. He stays above the ball, goes down to it. So you pitch him in, he drops the head of the bat down to it there. If he lets the ball get away, he lets the ball carry deep, and he drives it to left and left center. It's a great approach to hitting.
1 out, 1 on for Machado. Machado with a long home run his last time up. And that turned a 1-0 Padre lead into a 3-0 advantage. And that's the advantage they still have here in the 7th inning with 1 down. Ray, the tall right-hander, brings it outside, 1-1. Here's a toss to first, not in time. The first 3 batters in the order yesterday, one reason the Cubs were able to win the game, the top 3 batters were held to an 0-for-11 afternoon. But today it's been the top of the order that's done the damage for San Diego. Here's a chopper foul. Fernando Tatis led off the game with a single and scored eventually on a sac fly by Merrill. And the number 3 hitter Machado belted the 2-run homer. Machado walking around may have fouled that ball off his foot. It's creating a little pain. He's already been bothered with a sore knee that he banged sliding into the Cubs dugout area earlier. The set for the 1-2 to Machado. Swing and a miss, strike 3. A breaking ball got him. And that's out number 2. Eddie Vedder and Chris Chelios getting into position to sing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game," which they will in a minute. And here is Jackson Merrill. Merrill, the left-handed batter, fouls it on the ground first base side. Merrill drove in the first run with a sacrifice fly to right in the opening inning. Since then, he has walked and grounded out. Now the 0-1. Inside, almost hit him. 1 ball and 1 strike. Eddie Vedder of Pearl Jam fame, all set to sing here right from our booth. Chris Chelios alongside. Toss to first, not in time. Ray trying to end the inning and let the Cubs try to rally in the bottom of the 7th. They trail by 3. The pitch, high drive to right. Going back is Suzuki. Now comes in near the line and makes the catch. No runs for the Padres. Good job by Colin Ray. San Diego leading 3-0. It's time for the 7th inning stretch, featuring Chris Chelios in the NHL Hall of Fame and Eddie Vedder of Pearl Jam. Gentlemen, take it away.
Hey, Chicago! I'm going to let my great friend and Chicago's own legend, Eddie Vedder, take over from here. All right. We need to get loud. Are you ready? Let's do this. Let them hear you. A 1, a 2, a 3. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I never get back, for it's root for the Cubbies. If they don't win, it's a shame, for it's 1, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Let's get some run!
This is Chicago Cubs baseball with Pat Hughes and Ron Coomer on the Cubs Radio Network.
It's a time for football, falling leaves, cozy fires, and of course, a fresh haircut at Great Clips. Whether you want a whole new look for the season or just a trim on a cut you already love, the skilled stylists at your local Great Clips salon are ready to bring it to life for less. With convenient online check-in, you can stop in whenever it works for you. And with the affordable prices at Great Clips, you'll save money for fall fun too. So what are you waiting for? Download the app today and get a fresh haircut for fall at Great Clips. It's gonna be great.
That's you trying to fix the plumbing yourself to save a few bucks. Doing things yourself doesn't always end well. The same goes for insurance. That's why Auto Owners works with local independent agents who tailor coverage to meet your needs and offer discounts for life, home, car, and business insurance. Because sometimes you need a professional to get the job done right. That's simple human sense.
Ask FNIC in Plano if Auto Owners make sense for you.
San Diego brings in the hard-throwing right-hander Mason Miller. Cubs have Seiya Suzuki to lead it off. Getting late, bottom of the 7th inning. Cubs trail 3-0. They need a base runner or 2. First pitch, strike, 0-1.
Before we get right back into the ball game, a lot of Hall of Fame stuff going on right here in this little area right here. A lot of Hall of Fame stuff going on right in here. So I had to get the heck out of here.
Yeah, the 0-1 swing and a miss. Breaking ball. The great Eddie Vedder of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Chris Chelios of the National Hockey League Hall of Fame.
And Pat Hughes of the Major League Baseball Hall of Fame. How's that?
Still can't quite believe it. Here's a pitch on the outside. It's now 1-2 on Seiya Suzuki. Andre Dawson, he's here today. He's a Hall of Famer. The big pitch by Miller is low. It's 2-2. One of the hardest throwers in the business, Mason Miller. He can rush it up there in excess of 100 miles per hour. Now almost all the infield in the shade. Suzuki will take high, ball 3. He'd gladly take a walk.
Yeah, Cubs need base runners, down 3-0 here in this ball game. Miller's last fastball, 103 miles an hour, but it was well up out of the zone.
Fans are standing at Wrigley. Swing and a miss, strike 3. A blazing fastball, and that's out number 1. And it brings up Carson Kelly, and you could see how this guy would be tough against any hitter, but especially right-handers.
Ooh. That ball, top of the zone, and I mean, that's about as hard as we've seen a pitch thrown all year long.
Kelly is 0 for 1, pops it up foul, right side, over near the stands. This ball is going to be out of play. Lunging into the netting beyond the first base dugout was Luis Arraez. He's okay. Oh, 0-1 on Carson Kelly. Cubs a winner yesterday. San Diego leading today, trying to force a third and final game tomorrow. And Kelly fouls this one away, 0-2.
The 7th inning stretch was sponsored by the new Volvo XC90, designed for life.
Carson had a big home run yesterday, trying to get on, and he'll take strike 3 call. Fastball at the knees on the outside corner. You just don't have much time, Ron, to make up your mind whether to swing or not when a guy throws this hard.
That last fastball was 104 miles an hour on the outside corner at the knees, clipped the corner. You're not going to do anything with that. That's just the strike 3.
Here is Pete Crow Armstrong taking outside. You start thinking about 104. That's about as hard as a human being can throw a ball, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. You just haven't seen that.
Swing and a miss, 1-1. That was 103. Pete today has struck out and grounded out. Looking for his first career postseason base hit. And he'll take low and inside, 2-1. Shallow at third is Machado. Big crowd at Wrigley. It's another sellout. We'll get the exact figure shortly. And now the 2-1. It's upstairs, ball 3. Swanson on deck.
Now once again, Cubs need base runners. Hardest working player of the game, brought to you by Bosch Power Tools. The more you Bosch, the more you feel like a Bosch. And I think we did it yesterday. I think everybody out there today is the hardest working players of the game.
Strike 2 called, 3-2.
These games are the ultimate in mental and physical grind.
And now the payoff pitch from Miller. Called strike 3. Mason Miller has just struck out the side in the 7th inning. We go to the 8th. Padres 3, Cubs nothing on the score, and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
This is Chicago Cubs baseball with Pat Hughes and Ron Coomer on the Cubs Radio Network. Join Great Lakes Credit Union's mission of banking for a greater good. As a nonprofit financial institution, Great Lakes Credit Union invests in local communities while offering the services of big banks. Learn more at glcu.org. Federally insured by NCUA Equal Housing Lender.
The Chef IQ Sense is a wireless cooking thermometer everyone should have that eliminates undercooking or overcooking your chicken, fish, or meat to achieve perfection. Order one now at chefiq.com. That's chefiq.com.
What if you had the smartest Wi-Fi? If you did, it'd be Xfinity, of course, and it'd come with their best state-of-the-art equipment. It would boost speeds to the devices that need it the most, prioritizing your most important connections, whether you were streaming, gaming, or gaming while pretending to work. And it would let you stream 4. That's right, 4 games on one screen. It would even power your mobile connection so you could bring faster, secure Wi-Fi speeds with you where you use it most. It would be proactive and fix problems before you knew you had them. Impressive, right? And it would have security features that protect you from threats at home and online. Kinda like a force field for your life. If you had the smartest Wi-Fi, well, everything would work together seamlessly to keep you connected, no matter what. Xfinity. Imagine that. Restrictions apply.
Dear Autumn, fall into great value in a new Toyota, like the tough-as-nails Tacoma, the sleek all-hybrid Camry, or the versatile RAV4. Find yours today. Toyota, let's go places.
Top of the 8th inning here at Wrigley. Cubs down 3-0. And this 8th inning is sponsored by Cars for Kids, 877 Cars for Kids. That's Cars with a K. To donate your car today, partner.
Colin Ray, Ron, will try to put a 0 on the board in this 8th inning. If you're just joining us, the Padres scored a run in the first against Andrew Kittredge. Singles by Fernando Tatis Jr. and Luis Arraez put 2 men on. Then they pulled off a double steal, and Tatis scored the first run of the game on Jackson Merrill's sacrifice fly. It stayed 1-0 until the 5th, when Manny Machado drilled a 2-run homer. And that's the extent of the scoring. 3-0 San Diego, 8th inning. Xander Bogaerts will take a strike from Colin Ray starting this 8th. Here's a fly ball to right, pretty well hit. Back goes Suzuki, battling the sun, makes the catch. 1 down.
Good start for Ray here in the 8th inning. Perfect pitch, fastball right on the outside corner. And with that being said, that'll be the end of the day for Colin Ray as Craig Counsell coming out to get the right-hander.
Pitching changes by the Cubs, sponsored by James Hardy Building Products, siding with the Cubs. And we'll be back with more 3-0 Padres in the 8th inning on the score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
This is Chicago Cubs baseball with Pat Hughes and Ron Coomer on the Cubs Radio Network.
Experience design you feel in every detail, and technology as innovative as it is effortless with Buick. These are luxuries you don't have to wait for. This is Buick now. Buick, exceptional by design. Well-qualified buyers get 0.9% APR financing on 2025 Buick models. Plus, current eligible non-GM owners and lessees get $3,000 purchase allowance on Encore GX, $1,000 purchase allowance on Envision, $250 purchase allowance on Envista, and $500 purchase allowance on Enclave. Must be a current owner of a 2011 model year or newer non-GM vehicle, or a current lessee of a 2020 model year or newer non-GM vehicle for at least 30 days prior to new vehicle sale. Length of contract limited. Some customers will not qualify. Not available with lease and some other offers. Take new retail delivery by 11/3/25.
The out-of-town scoreboard is sponsored by Club Citgo. Download the Club Citgo app now and instantly save 23 cents per gallon on your first fill-up. Guardians even things in Cleveland as they beat the Tigers 6-1. So that wild card series tied at a game apiece. Cleveland scoring 5 times in the 8th inning. The big hit, a 3-run home run by Bo Naylor. Pat?
So they'll have a third and final game tomorrow as we move to the 8th inning. 1 away in the inning. Ryan O'Hearn, the designated hitter, will be the first batter to face Taylor Rogers, Cubs left-hander. And the first pitch by Rogers is a fastball inside. See how we did in the Benny's Beverage Depot attendance game today. It looks like Paul Zarang, our great engineer, is the winner.
Ziggy.
The actual figure, 41,083. Here's a foul off to the left out of play. So Ziggy is the winner.
Yeah.
The Benny's Beverage Depot attendance game. If you can't find it at Benny's, it's probably not worth drinking. Curveball inside to O'Hearn. Ron's going to name the Cubs Toast of the Game ball player, presented by Benny's Beverage Depot in the 9th inning. It is sponsored by Benny's, and it's Ron's job to select the player of the game. Now the 2-2 from Rogers, swinging a foul back by O'Hearn.
Well, you'd really like to have a distinct player of the game. That means something really good is going to happen for the Cubs here on the bottom of the 8th or bottom of the 9th.
Zach Zabman preparing the Verizon postgame show for you. Roller to the right side, slowly hit to his left corner. Makes the play and throws to first in time, 2 down. 8th inning, Padres lead 3-0. And the batter is Bryce Johnson.
Good pitch by Rogers, gets a little rollover ground ball. Catch of the game today, that's sponsored by Catch Des Moines. Discover the weekend getaway in Des Moines where only the S's are silent. Find all the fun at CatchDesMoines.com.
Johnson looks at a high floating curveball for ball 1.
And the Cubs have not stolen a base yet in this ball game, but stolen bases sponsored by Turo Tire, Chicago's hometown tire. Find a dealer at Turo.com.
Curve strike from the tall left-hander Taylor Rogers. And here comes the 1-1. That's a strike, 1-2. Glancing to the bottom of the inning, the Cubs will have Swanson, Shaw, and Busch due up. And the 1-2. Fly ball, left center, shallow and playable. Pete Crow Armstrong is there. He's got it. 1-2-3 inning for Rogers. Nicely done. Cubs need some runs, and they need them right away as we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. San Diego 3, Cubs nothing on the score. And the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
This is Chad Maple from Grandstaff Henkin Funeral Service. Let's take care of the details now so your family doesn't need to later. Call us or come visit us at Manchester Avenue in Wabash and Main Street in North Manchester. Or you can visit our website at grandstaff-henkin.com.
Do you have a need for millwright work? Not all millwright services are the same. Millwright Solutions LLC should be your first choice for fabrication, industrial maintenance, millwright services, grain systems, tanks, ductwork, stacks, conveyor systems, buildings, and installation systems. Millwright Solutions LLC.
This is Mark from Hometown Federal Credit Union. We support all Miami County sports and ask you to support your local teachers with your donation of time and money. Deposits insured up to $250,000 by NCUA.
Hi, this is Will Weiner for Reddix Industrial Supply in Wabash. Does your job site require corrosion-resistant material? We have a huge selection of stainless steel fittings, fasteners, and pipe. That's Reddix Industrial Supply in Wabash, proud supporter of high school sports.
Let's root for the Cubbies. If they don't win, it's a shame. For auto, home, business, and life, trust the Baker Insurance name.
Hi, this is Susan Baker. See us at yellowbook.com. Baker Insurance.
Bricks Auto in Wabash knows how Big a Bite collision repair can cost both your wallet and your time. We will get you in fast and save you some cash on that deductible. Out of town? No worries. Bricks Auto will tow your vehicle to our shop, repair it, and bring it back to you at no charge.
Do you have a pile of batteries sitting on your counter? What about those chemicals under your sink no one has used in months? Bring it all to the Wabash County Solid Waste Management District. Located at 1101 Manchester Avenue, we are here to help Wabash County residents with all of your hazardous waste problems.
You're listening to Chicago Cubs baseball on 101.9
The
Rocks.
number one app for live baseball. Pat?
Bottom of the 8th, it's getting late. Mason Miller still doing the pitching for San Diego. Impressively, he struck out the side in the 7th, and he'll go to work on Dansby Swanson. Matt Shaw to follow, and then Michael Busch. Cubs need base runners. Almost all of the infield now in the shade. Right field is still in the sun. Left field is shaded. Dansby takes inside and almost hit him. That was a slow curve. It's one of those where your instinct, Ron, says get out of the way, but if you had a minute to think about it, you'd simply stand there and let it hit you.
Yeah, the problem is Miller throws 104 miles an hour at times, and when you see that ball coming at you, you're just in protection mode.
Swanson takes a strike, 1-1.
I would agree, though, if you just let it nick you a little, that wouldn't be terrible.
Cubs need to get on any way they can right now. Dansby swings and fouls it back. Swanson with a single and a strikeout. Cubs have not had a base runner since the 4th inning. They've only had 3 hits today, and only one man walked. And that was intentional. Kelly was walked intentionally in the 4th inning. Inside, 2-2 to Dansby Swanson. Right field is the sun field. Tatis holding up the glove to block his eyes. Swing and a foul at the plate. Will do it again.
That one got a piece of Fermin. Jumping around back there behind home plate. That one didn't feel good.
2 balls, 2 strikes on Dansby Swanson. Cubs trailing 3-0, bottom of the 8th. Nobody out. Big crowd ready to make some noise. And a swing and a miss, strike 3. This guy has one of the best arms of anybody in baseball, Mason Miller.
Well, that last pitch back up there around 103 miles an hour. Now the Cubs could use a pinch hitter, and you're wondering when Ballesteros was going to get in the game, and he is going to be the pinch hitter.
All of the Padres now gathered around the mound. Not sure what this conference is all about. Are you?
I'm going to guess that some of the guys with the Padres knows Ballesteros from winter ball, or has played with him, and to give Miller a little bit of a scouting report on what he's facing from Ballesteros. That would be my guess.
Moises Ballesteros, left-handed batter. He wants to get on any way he can. Cubs are down by 3 runs, bottom of the 8th inning with 1 away. First pitch missing for ball 1. Michael Busch and the top of the order to follow. Ballesteros batting for Shaw, and he'll take a strike off speed pitch, 1-1.
That pitch is high end outside. It was a breaking ball also, and it still got called a strike. One of the few pitches I don't agree with Corey Blazer on.
Next pitch swung on and missed, 1-2. San Diego got a run way back in the first inning. A sacrifice fly by Jackson Merrill. The other 2 runs scored on a home run by Manny Machado in the 5th. And that's it. We are in the 8th. And the 1-2. Swing and a miss. He got him on a breaking ball. Miller has faced 5 batters and struck out all 5 of them.
And it's been just the combination. It's 2 pitches, really. It's a fastball and a breaking ball. But one's 102 to 104, and the other breaking ball is, 90 miles an hour.
Let's see if Michael Busch can get on to keep the inning alive. First pitch inside. Hoerner is next. Busch today has flied to center, lined to short, and flied to center again. He's actually had some pretty good cuts. And he gets hit by the pitch. And the crowd is sensing, hey, maybe that is going to turn things around. It might. You never know.
That's a big plus for the Cubs. It didn't hit Michael Busch hard. It just clips him. It's a little breaking ball inside. Bushy just gets nicked in the shin, back shin, and he'll take his base, and that'll bring out the manager. That's going to be all for Miller.
Robert Suarez will get the call from the bullpen. Cubs have a man on with 2 down in the 8th inning. And they trail 3-0. Pitching changes by the opposition, sponsored by Sloan, the official water efficiency partner of the Cubs and leader in smart water and commercial restroom solutions. Visit sloan.com. Cubs have a man on. They need another man to get on to get the tying run to the plate. Let's see if it happens after this on The Score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
This is Chicago Cubs baseball with Pat Hughes and Ron Coomer on the Cubs Radio Network.
Hey, Coom here. Fall in the Midwest. It doesn't get much better. Cooler nights, crisp days, and yes, postseason baseball. Whether you're gathering around the fire, tailgating with friends, or locked in every pitch, there's one beer that fits the moment. Yuengling Traditional Lager. Rich, smooth, and brewed with real character by the oldest brewery in America. Lager is perfect this time of year. Yuengling Traditional Lager, official beer of the Cubs Radio Network. DG Yuengling & Son, Pottsville, PA.
Oh, this Bosch miter saw really is smooth. Feeling smooth. Who said that? It's your inner Bosch, baby. I'm that scoobity-bebop smooth feeling you get when you make smooth cuts with that moobity-mibbity-mibbity-mubbity miter saw. So I'll just keep ski-bop sawing then? Now you're getting it. Beep-bop-beat-up-wow, miter saw is my favorite.
The more you Bosch, the more you feel like a Bosch.
Padre pitcher, he's got a good arm too. His season ERA 2.97. The hit by pitch of Michael Busch allows the Cubs to get their first base runner since the 4th inning, when Carson Kelly was walked intentionally. Let's see if Nico Hoerner can get on, which would allow Ian Happ to become the potential tying run in this 8th inning. Hoerner 1 for 3. Pitch to Nico. Fouled away off to the right.
Nico got that inside 2-seam fastball running in. Was trying to shoot it in that hole on the right side.
Busch playing it safe, a short lead at first. 3-0 Padres, bottom of the 8th inning with 2 down. And the 0-1. Down low for a ball, it's even. Ian Happ is next, hoping to bat in this inning, and of course he has the power to tie the game with 1 swing. Stretched by Suarez. The big right-hander brings it. Here's a liner down the right field line. Long run. Tatis makes a running catch. Tatis with a very nice catch in right. That ball was ticketed for the right field corner. Tatis ran over and made a leaping catch to end the inning. We go to the 9th inning. It's San Diego 3 and the Cubs nothing. This is the score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
This is Chicago Cubs baseball with Pat Hughes and Ron Coomer on the Cubs Radio Network.
Our patient Mike had blood clots deep in his lungs that were putting his heart under major duress. Using a minimally invasive procedure pioneered by our team, we were able to clear them.
Top ranked in Illinois for heart and vascular by U.S. News and World Report, Northwestern Memorial Hospital used tiny balloons to widen the vessels in his lungs, the first in Illinois to master this breakthrough method.
As Mike's nurse, I'm proud to have helped him breathe freely again.
Northwestern Medicine. Better.
Ron Coomer here for TimberTech decks. I've owned TimberTech decks for many, many years. It still looks brand new. Season after season, party after party. The summer months, outdoors is where we like to enjoy having company. And the TimberTech decks have been incredible. The #1 premium composite decking brand. It looks like natural wood, but without all the costly maintenance that goes into it, you do not have to do that with TimberTech. Order free samples at TimberTech.com.
From the first pitch to extra innings, Sea Glass is your invitation to relax and recharge. As the official wine partner of the Chicago Cubs, Sea Glass brings the refreshing flavors of California's Central Coast to wherever you are, whether it's in the stands or on the couch. So pour yourself a glass and slide into your coastal state of mind. Look for Sea Glass in the wine aisle at your local retailer. Sea Glass, official wine partner of the Chicago Cubs.
Hey Cubs fans, Pat Hughes here. Now that the playoffs have arrived, clinch a spot in history for your business in Bedford Park. Visit villageofbedfordpark.com.
Getting set for the top of the 9th inning here at Wrigley Field. It's the Padres with a 3-0 lead over the Cubs. The 9th inning is brought to you by Bosch Power Tools. The more you Bosch, the more you feel like a Bosch. Pat?
Zach Willie Castro is the new third baseman for the Cubs. Remember, Matt Shaw was pinch hit for. Moises Ballesteros batted for him, was hit by a pitch. So the new third baseman, Willie Castro. Taylor Rogers still on the mound. The left-hander for the Cubs delivers low to Jake Cronenworth. Cronenworth 0 for 3. He'll be followed by Fermin and then Tatis. Tatis made a pretty nice catch on that ball hit by Nico Hoerner. The sun would have been a little bit of an issue, you think, on that ball, Ron?
Yeah, that's one of those plays that's a game-changing play.
Bouncing ball to second, scooped up by Hoerner. He'll throw to first in time.
You think if that ball goes into the corner, Bushy scores with 2 outs. He's off the crack of the bat. That ball's going to rattle right around deep into the corner. Hoerner's going to be at least at second, and now the crowd gets in the game.
Greg Counsell's going to make a pitching change right now. Pitching changes by the Cubs brought to you by James Hardy Building Products. Siding with the Cubs. Padres 3, Cubs nothing. We're in the 9th inning. Michael Soroka, a new right-hander, coming in when we come back on The Score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs Radio Network.
This is Chicago Cubs baseball with Pat Hughes and Ron Coomer on the Cubs Radio Network. Make your house a home with premium paints and stains from Benjamin Moore. Achieve long-lasting color and beauty with Aura, Regal Select, and Ben for interiors. Or protect your exteriors with Element Guard and new Woodlux exterior stains. Available exclusively at locally owned Benjamin Moore stores. Their high-quality products ensure a flawless finish every time. Ready to start your next project? Visit BenjaminMoore.com to find a retailer near you. Benjamin Moore. See the love.
It's time for Trash Day Nose Yoga with Hefty. Let's transform stinky scenarios with a joyful scent of Fabuloso. Inhale. You forgot to empty your kid's lunchbox. Exhale. A field of lavender. Inhale. Stinky leftovers. Exhale. watermelon in the summer. That's the power of hefty, ultra-strong trash bags with Fabuloso.
Hefty, hefty, hefty.
This copyrighted broadcast is presented by authority of the Chicago Cubs and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Chicago Cubs. Sponsored by Walner Law. In a car accident, win with Walner. 312-8-million. Pat?
Michael Soroka, Zach, is the new Cubs pitcher in this ninth inning with one away and nobody on. Padres leading 3-0. Freddy Fermin, right-handed batter, the first man to face Soroka. First pitch strike. Cubs are going to have the 3, 4, and 5 batters due up in the bottom of the ninth inning. Happ, Tucker, and Suzuki. There's a strike, 0-2. All of the infield now is in the shade. Right field still is the sun field. Fly balls can be a little hard to see in right at this time of day, this time of year. Now the 1-2 from the right-hander Soroka. Bounces in there, 2-2.
That shadow line out into center field. Pete in center and Suzuki in right in the sun.
Bouncer out towards second. Grabbed by Hoerner. He'll throw to first, and that is out number 2.
Still don't think the shadow lines and the shadows today are nearly as bad as they were yesterday.
Just not as bright of a day.
Yeah.
2 down, nobody on. Padres lead by 3. And the pitch to Fernando Tatis. Ground ball to short. One hop, a charging Swanson throws him out. And the inning is over. It's up to the Cubs offense. Can they make a comeback? It's the Padres 3 and the Cubs 0 on the score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs radio.
Hi, this is Keaton Metzger. Come see my dad at Brad's Metzger Allstate, 1005 North Cass Street, Wabash. Or call him at 563-8896. He'll take care of all your insurance needs.
Hi, I'm Allison McCord. And I'm Emily McCord. Hoosier Flooring in Wabash has carpet and LVP in stock now. For all of your flooring needs, see our dad at Hoosier Flooring, 211 West Fulton Street in Wabash.
This is Chad Maple from Grandstaff Henkin Funeral Service. Let's take care of the details now so your family doesn't need to later. Call us or come visit us at Manchester Avenue in Wabash and Main Street in North Manchester. Or you can visit our website at grandstaff-henkin.com.
Goodfellas Pizza in Wabash on Stitt Street is the home of the 18-inch pizza. Also, all of those different crusts. You can now get a zucchini crust, cauliflower, and spinach crust. Plenty of choices at Goodfellas Pizza in Wabash.
Call Southside Supply in Wabash for all of your industrial and welding supplies needs. Southside Supply, family owned and operated since 1977.
Do you have a need for millwright work? Not all millwright services are the same. Millwright Solutions LLC should be your first choice for fabrication, industrial maintenance, millwright services, grain systems, tanks, ductwork, stacks, conveyor systems, buildings, and installation systems. Millwright Solutions LLC.
Hi, I'm Alex Mattingly from Power Moves, the energy efficiency program from Heartland REMC. When you buy Energy Star LED light bulbs, you'll earn rebates up to $750 for each one. Power Moves, energy efficiency programs for you from Heartland REMC.
You're listening to Chicago Cubs baseball on 101.9
for
Rocks.
station identification. This is the score and the Southwest Airlines Cubs radio network.
This is WARU-FM. Rowan, Wabash, Peru. 101.9 Rocks.
With former Cub and All-Star Ron Coomer, Pat Hughes at Wrigley. Zach Zaidman working alongside. Let's see if the Cubs can rally in the ninth inning. Ian Happ will lead it off and take inside for a ball. Fans are standing, trying to lend every possible ounce of support to this Cubs ball club. Happ today, nothing for 3. He'll take low, 2-0. Happ without a hit and 7 at-bats in the 2 games. Right now, he just wants to get on base. Suarez brings it, a strike. This is another hard thrower.
He's rushing it up there with a little movement at all. Last pitch, 100 miles an hour.
And the 2-1. Happ hits one in the air to left. Routine play for Bryce Johnson, and that's out number 1. 1 down, 9th inning. Cubs trail 3-0, and the batter Kyle Tucker.
Now Suarez got behind. Ian took the 2-0 pitch, and Suarez split the plate with it. So then you go right into your normal at-bat and start swinging.
Tucker without a hit and 6 at-bats in the 2 games. 0 for 3 today. And he'll take down low. Suzuki on deck. Nobody has gone home yet. 41,000 plus are here. Swing and a miss by Tucker, 1-1. Tucker has lined out to left, struck out and flied to center. Padres trying to force a 3rd and final game tomorrow. Here's a line drive, base hit into right field. Over to pick it up is Tatis. There's the start. Cubs get a man on. Tucker a 1-out single. And the batter is Suzuki.
How you like that? Tuck got a fastball outer half, running away from him a little bit. And he put a good swing on that one and squared that one up and hit a bullet to right.
Suzuki 1 for 3 with a double. Short lead by Tucker at first. Seiya takes a strike.
Boy, you'd love to put one more guy on base and just bring the tying run to the plate.
Seiya swings and misses at a high fastball. That was 101 miles per hour. Cubs trailing 3-0. Bottom of the 9th with 1 away and a man at first. And Seiya will take high, ball 1. That didn't miss by much. Top of the zone, just missed high. Arraez is holding Tucker at first. Suarez deals. Fouled away. Nothing fancy really from either Mason Miller or Robert Suarez. They just rear back and bring it.
Yeah, that's exactly right. They're aim for the middle of the plate and cut loose 100-mile-an-hour plus fastball.
The 1-2 foul back. Seiya taking some real good-looking swings.
Seiya got a pitch to hit. That was a mistake. He got a fastball about mid